afraid.
Ah, it's fine. I got
It's a
lucky with.
struggle.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start stream, but obviously we're gonna give it a minute because we're like 15 minutes ahead of the start that I had planned.
Right. And it's just gonna be me and you for the first hour, right?
Yeah, I mean, I told Ryan he's welcome to pop in if he doesn't mind. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
because let's be real, a lot of people use D&D streams as podcasts, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Right. I
Um,
mean, oh god. Let's see here. I have to pull up Roll20. That's been
that's the wrong thing.
ages since I've done that.
Don't know why I just instinctively typed in Humble Bundle. I actually want to pull up my NAS and
Oh god, in fucking 16 days, I'm gonna be 25.
how does it feel to be ancient, fucker?
I don't feel ancient. Maybe that's because my inner kid has yet to die.
Based. I need better
I
music
mean,
for this. Hold up. Sorry, I'm trying to like put some music. I'm trying to get away from Roll20. I have a little an HP mini PC that I have from an old IT job, and I'm gonna try and set that up to do a Foundry or Forge, whatever it's called, server. And because I am so not a fan of Roll20's new
anything
limitations.
that Roll20 does. You know what I'm not a fan of? That's
Whoa.
been bothering me a bunch? YouTube.
Oh,
I
YouTube's
try and
getting so much worse.
I'm trying to listen to a fucking stream, but I bet it's because it recognizes my like 5 ad blockers I have on to make the internet bearable. And it'll just like randomly say, "Oh yeah, the stream's over by the way," even though I can tell the stream's still running.
Oh, like no
Like it
joke.
just ends it.
No joke. If you have ad blockers and you try to watch like a playlist, it will literally it'll skip through the playlist. Like it'll play the initial ad, and because what it does is it skips the initial ad, is it skips the video. So I was trying to
Yeah.
show Molly Team 4 Star Bridge because she's never watched Dragon Ball and she's never she's only seen snippets of TFS because she used to be a little Karibo fan.
Right.
And the entire time, like I had to watch it video by video instead of using the playlist because it was just playing the first 5 seconds and then going to the next video, playing the first 5 seconds, going to the next. And I could literally see that it's when the ad got skipped that it was like going to the next one. YouTube is getting so fucking bad.
Well, they're literally complaining about how we don't watch ads. Yet 90% of their ads are either a Ponzi scheme, a scam, or some form of porn.
Yeah, I am really getting tired of the amount of like just semi-porn ads that just run all the time. Like,
Bear in mind, there's literally just. I think most of the people who watch ads are children at this point because they don't know how to do ad blockers.
or you're watching on your TV, which is usually like old people.
Yeah.
It's really dumb because like it doesn't have to be stupid.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, it was fine, like maybe a year or two ago, right?
Yeah.
Everything worked fine, everything was smooth sailing. Then all of a sudden, they're like, "Yeah, how dare you not watch our ads? It's not making us money."
Everything has to be highly monetized.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate it. Buy YouTube Premium so you don't have to deal with all these ads.
Well, here's the thing: is YouTube Premium makes YouTube more money than the ads do.
I know. I mean, literally alone, they could have just say fuck the ads, keep the premium, have their little special shows, and it probably would be fine. It's just pure greed, is what it is, and it sucks. Ugh.
Let's see, did this work?
Nothing hard.
I may have got my hands on the Eureka 7 soundtrack.
Why do I hear funky jazz music?
Have you not seen Eureka 7?
No.
Highly recommend. It is an anime about hippies trying to overthrow the government. And it has a fucking great soundtrack.
Right now, I'm watching Bleach with my friend.
Respectable, but also L take.
So I mean, he likes Bleach, so and also another friend. I'm trying to convince him. I have to keep reminding him he got a girlfriend, so he's probably why he's been forgetting.
Bro.
But we've been watching Vinland Saga.
Oh, dude, I need to get Molly to watch all of Vinland. Vinland's
I'm
so
like
good.
part of the way through season 2 with him, and I just want to finish it because I'm actually enjoying it.
I got to like episode 6 of season 2, and I just like me and Roland stopped watching it together.
My problem is I don't watch anything by myself, though upcoming there is something I will probably be watching by myself, and that's Arcane.
I haven't seen Arcane, but like I don't like
Look, I
League,
still play
so.
League to this day, so
I know.
I'm the target
I know.
audience.
I can smell you from here.
Hey, I bathe.
He bathes. He's probably in bronze.
Joke's on you. I'm unranked because I don't torture myself.
Bro, we used to play Smite ranked with Antonio. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but that's because I had people with me.
Honestly, same. You see that they're you see that they're making a Dragon Ball MOBA?
I did not see that, but why? Not everything needs to be a MOBA.
Okay, low key, it looks super. It looks like way more casual.
So Pokemon Unite, a MOBA I played a bunch because in Korea I had nothing better to do with my time during break.
Okay, yes, but me and you are both Dragon Ball fans, so.
Yeah, well, a lot of my other friends are getting into Dragon Ball too.
This is way more up our alley.
I mean, Pokemon Unite's up my alley. That's because I like Pokemon.
I really don't.
I know.
Pokemon has been the same forever. It's so boring.
Hey, Legends Arceus was different.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I was hoping that they would throw away the turn-based combat, or at least make it somewhat more dynamic. It's the exact same combat. They just slapped a.
I'm just wishing they'd make a MOBA.
You know what?
Or not MOBA. I mean an MMO.
You know what? You can get the experience of Arceus from, but in like an actual better game. Pokecraft.
Well, I don't disagree with you on that. You know, there's Cobblemon, which is just better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you want that, I would recommend.
Actually, you're gonna fucking hate me for this. Me and my friends played on a Cobblemon server.
I'm not gonna be, dude. Honestly, fucking based.
And
Bro.
I absolutely was shiny farming their unique Sableye.
As you should.
Because Sableye is my favorite Pokemon.
Alright, I say we give it another few minutes and then we'll go ahead and start the session. Let me just... I don't... You know what? Actually, I have the Demon Soul soundtrack. Let me fix this. Let me throw that in the audio.
Still, you have to play Demon Souls. I mean, I could just download a ROM, but I want PlayStation to stop being a piece of shit so I can actually support FromSoft.
No, I agree with you. I don't understand why they make it...
Like, literally, I'm pretty sure they just have it all ready to go for Bloodborne and Demon Souls on PC, but from...
I don't know. Yeah, because they do own the rights, don't they? Yep, there we go. Okay. I still haven't played the DLC. Yeah, I haven't had the time. Elden Ring's DLC. It's just I just don't have that much time right now. Like, but because I work, fucking my schedule is eventually going to get better. I'll be doing 410s and two days a week remote, but it's a matter of when they give that to me. So I'm sitting in like an uncomfortable limbo where if I get sick, I get to work what my normal schedule would be, but otherwise, you know, I go sit in office 1 to 9 when I'm really only productive for 4 hours, and the rest of the time is me being there because I have to be. I was about to say, you were originally doing archaeology, and what you swapped over to creative writing, right? I mean, we know that. I remember you talking about wanting to do archaeology stuff. That's... Oh, I forgot that they were making that mandatory. Fair enough. I definitely wouldn't be doing. I don't have that level of. What? Ever. I mean, not really a dumbass. Like, linguistics is its own like entire field of study, brother. I mean, not a bad idea. If you think it'll be, I mean, at the very worst, you go in. At the very worst, you go in and echo. Wait, what do you mean echo? What the? Hold up. Sorry, some of the. Oh. Oh, nice.
Study of reptiles, yeah.
I know.
Because Cal, I adore Cal, even though she hasn't been doing too hot recently. She's slightly swollen with some liver failure.
Oh no. I mean, she is getting up there in age.
She's gotten better. She's gotten better since we first discovered it, so there's that.
Hold up. Is my
She's
voice
still
still
active.
robotic?
Nah, it's fine for me.
I meant
on my end.
On stream.
Oh, you want me to pull up and see if I can check?
No. There's a good delay on my stream, so just trying
All
to.
right.
Because I'm trying to add music while we're talking. It looks like it's... Yeah, let's go. I added one of the better soundtracks.
Been debating whether or not I should go back for something like paleontology or herpetology. My family's been suggesting me to go back for IT, but I don't think I'm the kind of person to do that.
I mean, I wouldn't... I would say don't even fucking get a degree. Just go work in it.
Right.
Like, I don't have a degree, and I, up until, like, this job working with people who are 10 years my senior in the field, I embarrass my coworkers because you grow up around it, you're better at it.
I don't think I'd be as good as you are, because you actually took the time to understand all the functions and crap. I haven't.
I mean, yeah, that's why you do, like, a self-paced learning thing for about, like, 4 months, try to get a job in low-level help desk. You know, there's enough to learn, and I would say the most important thing is learning human habit, because a lot of your job, higher level, is going to be, as a system administrator, your job is figuring out how to give enough that people can do their job, but not give them too much ability, and, like, lock down everything that they shouldn't normally need. So you need to know what a user's normal habits are. Cybersecurity, you're just analyzing people's habits. Like max level, like top tier help desk, like actual analysts whose entire job is to sit down and go, like, okay, we need to write the SOP or the operating procedures and all this for help desk. All you're doing is understanding people's habits. Like, that's why I say, like, help desk is probably one of the best things you can start in, but it sucks because you get paid the least and people kind of don't respect you.
I hate people.
Yes. but a lot of my
dinosaurs don't disrespect me, they're dead.
They just want to eat me. But a lot of my current job is literally getting a printout of what people are doing and going, does this look like a hacker? And then I immediately walk over to my coworkers. It's like, here's my notes. I don't know. I'm too scared to put this in without an okay. And they're like, bro, is Gucci. But hold up. Let's see if the soundtrack got added. No, it only added Acid Prototype. Which, by the way,
yeah,
this will get used eventually.
I see.
I just don't know when. It's just gonna be, what is the appropriate time to get everyone with a nice funky song? But so
either there is a party or somebody's about to get dicked on.
Yes, both metaphorically or literally. Who knows?
I mean, it could be literally. No, I never try to, like, seduce ever in these kinds of games, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to seduce you.
Oh god, what? That comment.
Because you're the DM.
So anyway, ignoring that comment, we last left off with Akir leaving the archaeology guild. And so as Akir brushes open the door, you feel your hands, you suddenly feel yourself brushing aside a tense, relatively luxurious silk curtain, Akir is met with a strenuous fog of smoke and ire. The smoke emanating from a gratuitously painted snake folk, his hissing tongue grasping at every wasp of smoke off his plain wooden pipe, only pausing his savory flex to huff another great cloud. The inhale hangs directly above the head of his circumstantial companion, a dwarf whose face bears an equal number of scars to wrinkles, and you're not quite sure which are which. He stood metaphorically fuming, below the tobacco-infused cloud over his head that now fills Akir's nostrils. The dwarf The dwarf was armored in a plain forge gray plate. Everything about him seemed painfully rank and file, and one of a number, besides the emblem on his breastplate, the symbol of his tribe, an inked bucking colt, emblazoned to station the crown of authority on his gorget, directly above the steed's head. Akir, as you know, War Chief Texclalo was grievously wounded in yesterday's skirmish. As such, we've all been called to rise in our stations. Until he is in good health, I have elected to put the Panthers as our first forward element. Joe and Meejo have been assigned to the primary body. That is why they are not at this meeting.
Ah, yes. Mason, where the fuck am I?
You do not feel out of place. Somehow, you recognize that you're in the war camp. You don't quite have enough to know what's going on, but you just feel like you should be here. You remember someone calling you to the tent, hurriedly running past you, while rounding up Joe and Meejo.
I apologize. I am in a bit of a daze for some reason. Refresh me. What is our objective?
Well, that's what we called you in here for. You're not sick, right?
No, I feel fine, other than, well, confusion. My mind is blank.
We have been told you thrive in battle. Perhaps tomorrow will.
I may have lost myself in the moment. That would make more sense.
We may need that again.
Anyone, did I?
No. He looks over to the snake, who just shakes his head slowly and then flexes his tongue back into the tobacco cloud. Well,
good.
We have elected to offer you the honor of being first up the walls. This is an entirely honor position and voluntary. We understand the danger, but we also understand your kind thrive with this honor and responsibility. Should you decline, Durs of the Red Panthers will be the first up the wall. And you will be head of the first wave.
How much do you know of the Shakir?
We are... He looks down directly at the ground and goes, my knowledge is lacking, but we have been told that you have done this many times before our current state of affairs.
Well, someone was speaking for me. More often than not, I'd be the one jumping off the walls to attack the besiegers. But a chance for the roles to be reversed. I couldn't say no to that.
He hurriedly looks up and meets your gaze. Good! Your detachment will be 20 of our auxiliaries. The volunteer sheet was filled up within the hour of its hanging, so be ready for some eager beavers.
Alrighty. Question. In what way do they fight?
He looks over to the snake who holds up the volunteer sheet and he goes, well, this was an entirely voluntary mission. It is not... The cult clan does not often give front line to... It's not a duty. It is a voluntary honor. We acknowledge that most will not see their family after signing this. There's some 2 of the Red Panthers, 3 of the Blue Ocelots, 6 various Elven mercenaries, a few of our honor guard. Ooh. Yeah. Atticus tried to sign, but we cannot risk a noble, so he was denied.
No, definitely do not let him sign that as his bodyguard. I would be quite pissed.
Yes, he was very adamant he goes up with you, but we had to turn him down. He beats his hand back on the table. So, your mission, I am sure you've heard. We have elected to lead a direct assault on the walls.
Mm-hmm. What do we have available for the siege? Ladders?
Due to the previous battles and the enemy tampering with the fields and the grounds and various bombardments causing the soil to be destroyed and littered with cannonballs and stones, we cannot use siege towers. We will only be using ladders. Your men will scale the southern wall. Once you have a foothold and the archers slow their harrying, 2 storm rulers will scale the wall nearest the tower. They are to hold until you can make it to them. They are not assigned to your men. They have their own mission to detach from and finish as soon as you meet up with them.
Question, do we have any warcasters?
All of the warcasters have been allocated to the front gate assault.
Very well. When do we attack? Day or night?
Tomorrow at the break of dawn. We are coming from the east, so the sun should be in the enemy's eyes, allowing us some level of cover from their archers, at least until we get close. You will be provided with siege screens, and your men will all be given shields if they do not already possess them. We recommend you make liberal use of both.
Understood.
The enemy's main force... The enemy's main force seems to not be in this front gate. We believe they're using the rear gate to hold and turn the entire bridge into a kill zone. However, we cannot give up this stronghold. If we get our men on top of those walls, our casters will be just in range to use higher powered magics to attack them. The fear is we will be in range of their magic, but a skirmishing battle is much better than, well, what we've been dealing with. I'm sure you've seen the wounded from the ballistae harrying our camps.
Mm.
The enemy numbers may be in the 40s, low 50s on the southern wall. Our scouts were not able to get an exact number, but it was sadly not enough that we could get more men pulled away from the front gate assault.
Well, that's better than thousands.
We believe that the enemy force is merely delaying us.
Tell me, is there any local fauna?
Most of them have been hunted. All that's left is maybe the rabbits and the prairie dogs.
I see. So not much use for us then.
No, it's quite a shame. We're reduced to fighting their kind of warfare.
What about explosives? Nata, black powder?
Most of our black powder reserves were destroyed before we set off for the initial warpath.
I see. So we're not with money options.
This is why it was entirely voluntary to take this mission. The enemy has many weapons. We know at least of one ballistae on the southern wall. Well, northern wall, my bad. And we fear that they have stockpiled many barrels of black powder.
They've stockpiled barrels of black powder.
In preparation for our assault. We don't know quite what they were doing with it, but the smugglers that your band arrested has been seen, well...
Yes.
It's going to
Tell me, should we find a large stockpile, what would happen if I threw a torch into it?
We asked that you do not destroy this. Our plan is, once we have this foothold, to hold our enemy on the island.
Very well.
They may have farms, but there is a chance that the winter will dry up most of their food supply if we do not get in there by fall.
Well, I suppose assault at dawn it is, though I will see if I can try and pull something. You say they're all volunteers.
Yes, all of them.
Do you know any of their previous experiences?
Well, I'm sure you are aware of your own mercenary band's abilities. The Red
Yes.
Panthers have been claiming a name for themselves. Sam has been allocated to the front gate assault. He, in light of recent events, has been barred from taking the walls with you. Steele and Tom were allocated to be his defenders. And the rest have been sent out to other missions, if not volunteering here.
I see. Is there any notable people beyond the Panthers that have stuck out to you in these volunteers?
One of our honor guard. He said he had much respect for you and has fought you in the pits before. We're not... He says a name, but suddenly you hear your heart pounding in your ears and a faint ringing.
He was going to clutch his head. Whatever you said, stop.
Oh, okay. Well, the sun has begun to go down, and I must brief our commanders.
Hold on, though. No, wait. What did you say to me again?
Well, I was just
What name did he call me?
He called you Akir, the Fateborn. It is an honorific. It is not anything too out of the ordinary.
Here, Fateborn. I haven't heard of that title. I thought you said something else. My apologies.
It's... Well, perhaps the day has grown long.
Yes, clearly.
As you turn to leave, he bangs his breastplate in a salute.
Kira will do the same, actually.
The dismissive lizard folk who has not said a word to you bars his fangs and then gives a salute, cutting it right below his top pair. And he just looks at you and goes, "Happy hunting. See you on the other side."
See you on the other side. I'll make sure to bring you plenty of heads. And Akira leaves the tent.
Brushing past the tent's curtain, the soft silk and tobacco air is replaced with the pain of splinters raked into Akir's hands and arms, and the horrid stench of death, sweetly mixed with the scent of cooking pork. Looking up, your vision is blanketed in black smoke, only broken as the occasional arrow tears through it to land within inches of you.
But it is certainly not pork. And I proceed to dash forward.
Oh no. So.
Oh.
You're laid out on your ass.
Oh.
Looking up.
Oh no.
It doesn't take long to realize the source of the miasma. The foremost team is now smoldering in a crater. 6 men in total laid in flaming jigsaw arrays around their sudden graves. 2 of your direct charges were hurry around, patting off the flames, only to be filled with arrows the instant they clear the fog. "Come on, buddy!" was the first sound to breach the ringing of Akir's ears.
Oh, fucking guts.
As
Akira's gonna force himself up.
As you're helped to your feet, your eyes meet Josh's. Even the blues of his eyes seem drained in this horrid fog. "We're right here! We are not dying before I taste some glorious Pyranian punani!" The spindly human roared. His depraved war cry elicited pained chuckles from the remnants of your first team. Standing sentinel over Akira was one of the folk who brought some warmth to your heart to see. Propped against the remnants of his arm is a siege screen. Looking down, you see what you can only describe as chunks of mangled flesh in a stump.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fine. The healers will help me out. Not at first. Anyway.
Come on.
You mind taking this? Josh, get the ladders. You still want the honor of being first of the wall?
Oh, absolutely. I will not miss it for anything. Now give me that damn ladder. We're getting forward.
As the smoke clears, you are face to face with the wall. The siege ladder at your feet. You realize that the blast that knocked you out of your consciousness was dropped directly at the foot of the wall. As you see many more grenades get flung at the approaching two squads, you and Josh prop the ladders. Another bomb lands on the fourth team, and something in your soul screams out, "This is not war. There is no honor in this. This filth calls atrocities warfare, cowardice skill, proclaim depravity as virtue.
Shut the fuck up, you! We're getting up that wall and we'll kill him.
Spare not the monster. Spoil your blade."
Meejo proceeds to climb the ladder.
The ladder is a feverish haze. Several times an arrow knocked directly at your head suddenly flew off course. A bomb directly hitting you on your forehead, suddenly fizzling and failing to detonate. As your senses hone and return, you feel the wood of the ladder and the splinters in your hands replaced with hard cobbles as you look up to see yourself behind a horde of men, their eyes filled with fear and anger. And roll initiative.
All right.
You realize
Also,
that you climbed up the ladder so fast that the rest of your team is at least one turn away from getting up.
Oh, this is all pitch. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was about to say
I
on the
can
top
see.
left.
Top left? Where? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. So are these all just people around me? Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
As soon as you draw your blades, you hear the hordes begin chanting, "For the pyre!"
Akira's going to actually clang his blades together before doing a twirl afterwards. It's slaughtering time.
You get, due to your speed up the ladder and giving in to your god, you get one turn of surprise because you jumped up it basically.
Where's the captain?
So to your left is a horde of men that lead to a guard post overlooking the ocean, and to your right is the gatehouse.
So right.
You don't
And I'm
see
surrounded
any
by
captain.
men.
Yes. You dove into the horde.
I see. Let's see here. Else. Yeah, I suppose I start slashing, don't I? I'm going to just lay into the closest man next to me and start carving a path.
Okay. So I assume you're just gonna, by that you mean you're just gonna start going?
Yes,
Got it.
because I am surrounded,
Yes.
and I need to make a window. First hit, 21.
21, and what's the damage on it?
7 slashing. Do I smite him just to get him over with?
I was about to say, you can smite if you want. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't be against Oathbreaker to use smite on someone of an opposite faith.
Oathbreaker doesn't give a shit when I use smite. It just says use it. Yeah, fuck him. Oh, damn it. Poor Radiant.
That's enough to kill. So,
sick.
as soon as you land, you rake your Kopesh directly through the head of the man next to you, killing him on the spot.
Let's see here. So I see, this is where my team was climbing up from, correct?
Yes, you still have team members coming up from the rear.
And this ladder is not. Is anyone using this one?
Not yet, no.
Alright, I'm gonna kill this guy right here. As I proceed to start laying into him. Shit, 12. That probably doesn't.
Wait a minute. Let me pull up that. Let me put that on. Let's put the. I forgot to put the things I need on my second screen. Hold up. Give me a sec. Because what I usually do is I pop these out to be their own window so I can have them over here. Uno momento, por favor. I forgot some of the notes for these are a little goofy. I'll show you later. What'd you get? 12?
12.
You hit.
Oh, shit. 7 slashing.
7?
Another smite.
Hold on. And then 7 and 6, that's... I'm bad at math. That's 13.
Yeah.
You stab it, you hack it into his arm, and a radiant blast of energy rolls up the rest of it, knocking his arm straight off.
He's still standing?
He's on one knee clutching the stump.
Could I surmise that he's going to be incapacitated for enough time?
He's not going to be able to do an attack of opportunity or anything. You cut off his sword arm.
Oh, perfect. Then I don't give a shit about him. I'm moving to the next guy. I'm attacking this guy now to clear up another ladder.
Are you doing... I assume you're doing dual wield attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
First one's 21.
I should probably reveal areas so you can actually see them. There you go. First, yeah, that hits.
Figured. 10 slashing.
Okay. He's still alive.
And then second one on him again. 13.
13. It hits.
Alright. 6 slashing.
He's dead.
Alright, I quite literally...
You...
For him,
yeah,
I want to do something specific.
Do you kick him off the wall?
I was going to take off his head first.
Oh, yeah, that's what I figured.
The head, and then, yeah, absolutely, kick him off the fucking wall.
You hear from the ground, "Hey, watch out! Some of us are trying to climb!"
Climb faster!
And then you hear Josh yell up, "I'm animated, but I need to hit some cheeks! I can only go so fast!"
Take any longer and there'll be no glory for you.
The women don't know that.
Oh, I'll let them. And that's my turn.
Alright, so first up is the soldiers. So this one's missing his arm. This one's not going to move. So there's only one who's actually able to attack you. Oh, swing and a miss.
Oh my, absolutely.
The rest of them move up to increase the barricade. And then it's your turn again.
I don't think they realize that no matter how many bodies you put in my way, I'm just going to cut you down. And I proceed to lay even more into them. 14 on this guy, actually. Guy towards the wall.
Alright, so that archer, 14 hits.
6 slashing.
6 still alive.
Alright. Ah, not 1. Fuck.
Ooh. So, you, with your left hand, you do an immaculate feint into a cut on their arm.
Yep.
But as you go for the follow-up, you get a little overzealous, and your left-handed blade flies out of your hand and into the crowd. And I will, for funny's sake...
No.
Disadvantage. Oh my god, that hit. Okay. This one lost 2 health.
That's kind of funny. So with my other Kovac, can I still make that extra attack?
Yes. But so you get your 1 bonus attack. You don't get dual wielding until you get your sword back.
Right. Well, this will be a 2-hand attack, I guess, because I'm down a blade.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that mechanic. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Bastard! That hits. 10 slashing off that archer.
Ooh, he dead. And yes,
So,
I'm aware
I'm gonna
Foundry
do
is
this-
ass. Or not foundry.
So as I bring down this blade with both of my hands, Akira kind of lets his strength go a little bit too wildly, and he splits the man down to his waist.
I will allow this.
Oopsie.
So at this point, the archers down here take aim. So, how many of those were hits?
3.
3?
3.
Okay, so that's 3 hits, and then that one will be
a crit. Shit.
Yep. And then the other 2d8 will be for the different hits. So you took 23 damage total.
23? Uh-oh.
But
that puts me at 31 HP, so I'm not half.
The 2 that missed will be hitting their allies, so this one is dead. Alright. And as the turn changes, you see... You suddenly hear what sounds like the ground itself is just recoiling. As 2 familiar faces, in a single leap, bound up the walls. One of them, a small dwarf, immediately waves at you and goes, "Heck here! Sorry we're a little late!"
Hello! Bastards have my blade! I'm going to kill the gnome!
You do that! As one of them immediately lands and he hits. Oh, wait.
You know what's the best part is? Akira's just accepting everything that's happening. He has, in truth, no idea what the fuck is going on.
As he lands and immediately gives a mean right hook directly into the face of one of the archers, causing them to fall back. And the other one... I need to do this properly. Ooh, but there is the follow-up. Okay, the other one blows these 2 You notice he's distinctly lacking an arm, and on his back is a bow that has no string. But with his one remaining arm, he lurches forward and just throws the meanest sucker punch. And despite missing as the archer backstepped it, you see a gigantic wave of air come off of his fist and send the 2 archers flying off the walls. As he goes, "This is not the time to be having fun. Try not to die while we're trying to save you." As Josh and...
Was that directed at me?
Yes. And then, let's see, does he finish this guy off? And then I'll give him advantage. And the lizard folk, who is managing despite one of his arms pretty much being hamburger helper, as he bounds over and kicks this guard in the face, sending him directly onto his ass. And they'll join in, and their turn will be when yours is. They both look at you as soon as they get up the walls, and they're like, "Quick! There's more coming from the other way."
My blade fell that way. I have to carve the path for it.
Alright, it is your turn.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I forgot to give the soldiers their turn. Mubby. The soldiers begin to walk up and fill in the ranks. Only 2 are close enough to actually swing. Both misses.
Miss and a miss.
That's actually one of them will have advantage because of you being surrounded. Miss and a miss. Cool. Works for me.
Alright, so the guy who has advantage, I'm attacking almost immediately.
It's the one in front of you because he has you flanked.
Yep. Hello.
As soon as you say hello, he yells, "For the..." Yeah, you hit.
As he says 4, I'm going to stab him in the face. 14 slashing.
Killed.
For the what? Sorry, couldn't hear you. Then I turned to the other one who got in front of me. Your turn.
Also hit.
9 slashing.
He is still alive.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna add on another smite. Why not? I'm generous today. Surely I won't need all these spell slots for later, right? Surely. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. 3 radiant.
3. He is.
Damn, I'm getting really bad smites.
He is just barely clinging on to life.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. So with this, you notice that the lizard folk who is missing an arm is still holding the siege shield, or the siege screen, as, let's see, there will be an attack of opportunity. Actually, I don't have to roll it, I can just do this. As he sprints past and runs directly into the crowd of enemies, and he gets a 10. You can tell he was attempting to bash into them, but the guard at the front was able to he just puts his hand up and meets it and blocks him. And he goes...
that hurt?
At this point, Josh looks up and is like, "Ah, what a shame. If only you were some damsel in distress, I wouldn't feel bad about this." Oh wow, he misses with his first attack. With his second attack, though, he goes for a direct stab into the enemy's eye with his halberd and hits. He's still alive. He manages to take one of the enemy's eyes off. As you see 2 more of your men scaling the walls. And the archers get their turn. This one is going to attempt to stab Pebble and miss. And then these 2 are going to shoot at... also at Pebble. Only 1 hits.
Wait, who shot that 18, by the way? Because if they're in close range, they have disadvantage.
This one did.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, fuck, I forgot those guys are over there, honestly.
Yeah. And then the other 2 miss, and their arrows sail far into the crowd that's approaching from the other side.
Damn, I'm almost as dazed as Akira's.
This has been intentionally a lot very quickly.
I can tell.
The soldiers are lined up. However, thanks to the lizard folk whose name just you physically cannot remember. Even thinking about him causes your ears to ring and your heart to pound. He manages to stand there and block the advance of the soldiers on you. One of them, the one above him, attempts to walk past and gets hit with Eldritch Blast and sent off the walls, and you just hear a sickening thud and clattering of plates as he hits the ground. Next up is your turn.
We push through. Hello again.
For the lady!
Oh,
for the family!
Shit.
Ah.
I got a nat 1 again. Oh man, this ain't looking good.
As you go to swing two-handed, the guard, in a show of skill that you did not think existed in peasant men-at-arms, he manages to go for a backhanded smack, or a backhanded jab at you, and causes you to drop your Kopesh off of the wall.
Very well. Oh shit, wait, that's bad, because Akira's... That's his Kopesh. One of you toss me up that blade!
You just hear from the bottom, "There's only one left!"
Throw it to me!
Alright, with the end of your turn...
It's not over.
Oh, okay.
I still have a weapon.
Yeah, I know magic.
No.
What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I didn't actually think I'd ever come to this. Genuinely, I didn't even write it down in my weapon table. Fuck.
In Dylan's words, I'm about a shark tail, motherfucker.
Alright, let's see your strength plus proficiency. Bite. Damages 1d6.
No, it's...
Biting is known for a couple Knoll tribes, but not Akira's tribe. He doesn't like doing it, but he sees no other option, and in war, it is war. So he will actually reel back, and as the guy is probably flaunting, his I'm so skilled, will bite him in the face.
Oh my god, that is a hit. Oh my god, that is a hit! That is a kill.
And proceed to rip out his throat.
As he gives a smug smile and he lowers his guard a little bit, Akira rips forward, grabbing at his jugular with his teeth and ripping it directly out of his neck. His last moments are a faint gurgle as he grasps at the hole in his throat.
Akira will also spit the bloody bits of his neck back into his face.
Before
knocking him aside.
He ends up landing half hunched over the wall. You just hear Josh go, "Holy fuck, that was metal!"
I hate doing that. And Akira marches forward.
Alright, and for everyone else's turn, the lizard man, or the folk holding them at bay with the shield, is going to attempt to bash them again. Alright, 8. He manages once again to hold them, but he doesn't push any of them back. However, a human warrior who you feel like you've seen before dashes up with his greatsword and takes a swing at the one directly in front of the lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
He manages a masterful stroke, but despite the fact that this man's off arm is only hanging on by a thread, he looks like he's not been deterred at all. However, I don't have the spell pulled up. I'm trying to remember the name of it. What's the low level heal? Is it Healing Word?
I believe so.
Yes, there we go. However, the priest that was attached to your team immediately sprints up behind you, despite the growing horde near Josh. And he gives you a slight heal.
I see. Did anyone get my blade off the wall? I need it.
You hear a voice of a familiar drow. I'm coming. I got it. And,
thank you.
Oh, right. The other two get their turn. The one-armed man runs up and attempts a roundhouse kick at one of the archers' heads. And at the very last second, they manage to dodge out of the way. But that doesn't stop him from following up with an uppercut that should hit 4. That knocks them clean on their face and unconscious. Pebbles sprints in and immediately tackles past one of the archers.
I finally fucking realized where this is from. This is a Demon Souls track. It's been driving me nuts this whole time, by the way.
Yes.
What boss is it? What boss is it? What boss is it? Fuck!
Storm King.
I was thinking Fool's Idol. Damn!
No. I mean, Storm King's a banger.
I realized. I was trying to put a finger on what it was.
No, it's Storm King. It's Storm King. It's a banger.
Damn it, I was wrong.
Hold up. Actually, speaking of which, I need to put more of the Demon Souls soundtrack, because I guess it didn't upload the rest. There you go. This is the one I wanted. But I feel like it fits overall. The archers... Let's see, there's only 2 left that can make attacks without disadvantage. The first one will be aimed at Pebble, who just got hit. for 8 damage. You notice that he's begun to grip his right arm, and he's definitely looking like he's running out of steam. And the other archers are all currently going to have disadvantage. So this is the first one. 1, 2, 5. Second one. 1, 2, 5, 4, 17. So this one manages 1 shot at a cure, which will be 7 damage. Wow, your rolls are bad today.
Yeah. I mean, I'm dealing good damage. It's just, I am. It's probably because I'm just attacking a bunch, right? That has to be it.
Yes. Well, that and this is set up to be a horde encounter, so
yeah.
The soldiers. Hold up. Let me just go ahead. You see more begin to pile in from the other side. Some actively trying to step over Josh and even trampling their fallen comrades. And let's see. The 2 near Josh. Oh, one of them gets a clean hit on Josh, managing to knock his pike out of his hand, forcing him to draw his dagger. With around the priest. Ooh. Your priest gets a sword directly in his gut. He's still standing, but he's not doing very hot.
I'm gonna say to the swordsman right next to me, protect the priest at all costs.
He just looks at you. Oi, boss! And then the one that has been dueling with your, I guess, mobile wall. He finally pulls his blade and jams it directly through the wood, impaling the poor man's stump. As and it causes him to take a knee while still propping the wall up against him. It's like, I don't know how much further I can make it, boss. This ain't doing too good. How far are you from your sword?
I'm here.
Good. Fuck him up for me.
And with that, I grab my sword.
Alright.
So this guy's sword is still lodged in, by the way, right?
Yeah, his sword is lodged and he's trying to tear it out, but it's half...
Akir's then going to proceed to lay into his arms.
Ah, perfect.
22.
Hit.
7 slashing.
You managed to lop one of his arms off, but he's still standing, and it looks like if he'll use his offhand if he has to.
18.
18 hit. Oh,
14 slashing.
You lop his arm off and managed to just directly cut into him.
I would lift the blade and reel it back, but with the hook on the other side tearing out his throat.
Oh, he big dead. He's extremely dead. And then that's both of your attacks, isn't it?
That is both my attacks, my action and my bonus action for now.
Alright, one moment, I'm changing up the song if this one actually... You're over your storage quota? Fucking... God, How do I delete music from my Roll20? Can you not? Ah, there it is. We'll remove Rip and Tear, because there's no reason to have it in here. Yes.
And so, it's the end of an era.
Well, it was added for a player who's no longer in here, so I don't fucking feel that bad. Anyway.
I thought the Rip and Tear was for me.
No, yours was Stains of... You know what? You're right. I'm playing the wrong music. We'll take a break, and we'll go straight into... Where is it? Oh, right. We'll go into the more appropriate music for what's going on right now. So at the end of your turn, the human warrior turns around and begins hacking as much as he can at everyone near him and the priest. immediately killing one and advancing onto another. Ooh. And with his second swing, he swings a little too hard and he blunts his blade despite still hurting the enemy.
Throw them off the walls if you have to.
You don't have to tell me twice. The priest uses healing words on himself. And God, he just has bad rolls. And let me just turn this down a little bit so we don't get hit with that copyright. Josh, with dagger in hand, breaks into a flurry of stabs against everyone around him. And they both hit. And you just hear him start laughing. You thought I couldn't fight for shit, huh? And then that's a double on the 6. As he goes for a low stab into the soldier in front of him's foot and follows up, cutting the throat out of the man next to him. As this soldier falls off the walls. And a familiar drow woman jumps up next to you holding your khopesh. She's like, when I met you, I did not think this is where it would end up. By the way, your sword.
Thank you. Proceeds to grab it.
Drinks are on me if we live past this.
Oh, we certainly will.
She rips a small crossbow off her hip and takes a shot at one of the men past you and hits him. And smacks him right in his shoulder. As Pebble, let's see, this is going to be a long shot for him. He attempts to backhand one of the men off of the wall, but they manage to just barely hang on by their foot. As Wilhelm continues to piece up everyone over near him. +5/+5, they both hit.
I like those funny names, Magic Man.
And as he goes for the uppercut, you see a wave of air follow behind his fist and after it, as he sends this archer through the air off the wall.
Wilhelm scream, right?
I wish I had that set up, yeah.
You need to.
Alright.
Is it my turn then? Or... Oh, wait, no, they go on the end of my turn, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, so everyone with disadvantage will go first. Hit, but that's against Wilhelm. Or Wilhelm, which will be a D8. Everything's a D. I don't know why I'm looking. Alright. Another one. Miss. Hit on... An arrow flies past you and hits Cithri in the shoulder as she cries out momentarily in pain before just immediately eyeing the archer and miming slitting their throat. And now the soldiers begin to fill it. Oh wait, the folk holding up the screen. Despite everything, he stands up and walks 2 steps forward before falling back on his knee. Alright. You see the soldiers and you see Josh and this one of the soldiers shove Josh back into the crowd. And he disappears in the ensuing chaos.
Yeah. This is bad.
And the one in front of you goes for a few swings.
Come on, Lakiro, carve a path.
During his first swing, he throws his sword off the edge. Or no, my bad. He goes for the most amateur wide swing from his right, and you manage to disarm him with a single flick of your blade.
Just whap.
Yeah, it's miss. The two The one attacking Pebble. Miss also. Alright. And now it's back to being your turn. Oh, I forgot to put it to loop. Whatever.
Does the Kier have an instinctual knowledge of where he should be pushing, by the way? He assumes it's two of these guys in front of him, right?
Yeah, this is the gatehouse. And these are the two that you're meeting who are supposed to be helping you get into the gatehouse.
He's gonna look behind his shoulder. You two, and he points. He's gonna make a motion towards the swordsman and the priest. Make sure Josh makes it out alive.
One of them goes, "We will extinguish the pyre if we must to save him."
And then he proceeds to start pushing forward. Come on! So Gaia directly in front of him?
Yep. Ooh.
Are you fucking with me?
This guard manages in desperation, he punches at your blade, and he manages to slip just in your guard and knock the blade out of your hand. It doesn't go flying off the walls, it goes to your feet. But you are disarmed for the rest of your turn.
And then the other blade.
Oh, you hit him.
15 slashing.
He dead. He is very dead.
So as the blade drops, I'm going to turn into a two-handed swing from below and just slam straight into his gut.
The first thing to fall off the wall is his entrails, followed by his corpse.
And I assume I do not have a bonus attack because I lost a blade.
No. You could advance one square.
I could. I mean, I could still pick up the blade within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Damn it if it's not my day.
So, at your orders, the priest and the warrior run into the absolute mosh pit going on around Josh as you hear a mix of yelling, laughing, and chanting coming from that area. You do notice that they don't seem like normal guards. They seem more like peasants with improv weapons, more knives and hunting bows and swords than the armored rank and file men you're fighting right now. Sithri runs up next to you and attempts to kick the man below, next to... She runs up behind you, attempts to kick the man next to you off of the wall, and sends him flying with her boot as the lizard folk holding the siege screen walks up, and with the last of his energy, with the last of his strength, he attempts to shove them one last time.
Nicely done.
And he succeeds in knocking this man back and prone. Wait, no, where is it? We'll just do this for prone. Alright. Oh, and Pebble is going to lay the smack down. Oh, yeah, those both hit with his bonuses. So then it'd be 2d8. He punches the head clean off of the archer above him and kicks the archer next to him in the chest, sending him a few feet back. And Wilhelm takes aim. He pulls out his bow with no string, and you instinctively duck as you see the wind around his hand. So he's holding the bow with his one arm, and you see the wind around him form into some kind of facsimile of an arm and hand, and pull the bow back as he knocks one arrow. Oh, he crit. Oh, fantastic. You get 2d10 times 2. and he manages to knock the heads off of the 3 guards in front of you. And he just motions at you. Hurry up!
On my way.
You're slowing our timetable down too. As he runs over and kicks this archer in the face. But now it should be D12. +3, I don't have his character sheet right now. And lays this archer out. So the archers don't... Well, actually, I just need to leave the archer's turn in. Whoops, let me fix that. It was 5. There we go.
So, Mason?
Yes.
Question, how much health does a lizardman have?
You can tell he's barely holding on right now.
Because I'm thinking next turn I'm going to pick up my weapon and lay on hands and...
Alright. The archers are all gone. This guy was... That archer is now cowering in fear and attempting... And he just dropped his arms with his hands up. And that leaves the 2 soldiers. The one knocked prone stands up using his actions. And the one next to Pebble is going to attempt to make a break for it towards you. However, that's an attack of opportunity. That hits. And then he's only a +8. Oh. Pebble punches him in the face so hard it shatters his helmet. But this man is still standing. And he hobbles his way over to you, despite his clear confusion, and manages one good swing of his sword.
It hits.
And then that's a D8 +1.
This might be dangerous. How much is half of 54?
Half of 54 is... I'm bad at math. That'd be 27.
Oh! Oh no.
Oh, by the way, there's a little bit of echo, Ryan.
Oh.
You're fine.
Oh no. About that.
I know. So...
What's 31 minus 6?
30... yeah, I know. So, you get the bonus without the downside for this.
Really?
As you hear... You just hear repeating in your head. Oh, I gotta flip my notes. This is not war, there is no honor. This is not war, there is no honor. Bring honor to the filth, there is no honor. Bring honor to the filth.
Where did you ever care about honor? Very well.
And it's Akira's turn.
What's the bonus, by the way, again? It's been a while.
I think it was just double proficiency, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, shit. So I add another 3 to the modifier for now, temporarily.
Yes, we're gonna cap it at 4, but, you know, that's still quite the bonus.
Yeah, it is. Because that's basically like I have a +3 weapon right now.
Yes.
Which is insane. So I pick up my other blade.
Yep.
I'm going to finish off this guy. So lay on hands in action.
I believe
so. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Shit.
I was about to say, I believe it's an action.
So I can't exactly help him this turn.
Yeah. I mean, you could lay on hands and then use your attacks if you want to get pedantic with it, because isn't your second attack extra attack is supposed to use your bonus action?
Yeah.
So in technicality, you could lay on hands and then use your bonus action for your attack.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna probably do that, because I want to see this guy through. I don't know. Akira has a feeling that he likes this guy. How much health does he have?
Do lay on hands.
Alright, lay on hands doesn't have a set number. I don't believe.
I mean, what does it say on the character sheet? I don't usually play a paladin, so I don't have...
You can expend as much as you need, basically.
Equal to
or I could
paladin.
spend 5 to cure a disease. Yeah.
You can restore a number of hit points equal to your... a paladin level times 5, you're 6, so that'd be 30? Okay. You'd only have to use 10 to bring him up to being good enough to join you in the rest of the siege. Or if you wanted to top him off, it would use all of your lay on hands.
I will actually use all my lay on hands.
As you do this,
Stand up.
the stump of his arm, now it's a stump. You see the mangled flesh form as the blade falls out into it. It's still quite the sore sight, but at the very least he's not actively bleeding anymore. As he gets off his knee and he looks up and goes, "Thank you, Commander. We're
finishing this." 22. As after I pick him up, I just twirl around with the blade and immediately lay into this guy's neck.
This guy's dead. I don't think there's a way you could, you couldn't roll low enough to not kill him.
And then I march forward. I know that that's my bonus action, so I don't think I can make another attack on this guy.
No, but you know who can? The very angry elf behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Who pulls her another crossbow off her hip. But you notice the second one, the notched bolts seem to be... Oh wait, that was the wrong roll, my bad. The notched bolts seem to be glowing as she takes 2 shots at this man, and the first one is a d4 plus her modifier, and the second one is 2d4 plus modifier. Yeah, this dude's fucking dead. As the first one hits him in his shoulder, and he looks as if he's going to recover before a flaming bolt hits him and engulfs his body in fire.
All right, to the guardhouse.
But as you're doing this, the 2 stormrollers run up. All right. Based on the scouts' reports, there's at most 10 in the guardhouse. We're gonna go blow a hole in the next wall. Be careful. We don't know who's commanding this, but whoever it is, we have a feeling they saw this coming.
Whoever's commanding this understands warfare. That is clearly evident.
Vilheim cuts you a 1-arm salute, and Pebble waves as he just dives off the battlements.
Akira's gonna clang his blades again and do another twirl.
All right. So as you turn, you see a huge horde of men-at-arms still surrounding Josh, but you keep seeing the lights of the paladin healing, and you see occasional glimpses of Josh's knife striking out in the crowd, taking them down, and heads flying from the warrior. As you hear Josh yell, "Just go open the bloody gate!"
No shit. Come on, you three. Let's move.
Okay. So as you run up, it is just a reinforced wooden door. Are you just gonna barrel into it?
Akira is let's see here, 7-foot tall Noel Flint with 20 strength, so he's absolutely jacked. He's kicking down the door.
So at
full sprint.
Please roll strength.
Do I get to add the rage modifier?
Yes, you get to add proficiency for the strength check.
All right, so this is going to be +3 no matter what, because I don't know how to add that to a fucking strength check.
It's fine. Yeah, I know the +3. Oh,
26.
So if I could direct you to the area where you... Oh, I need to move these because they were just off screen. So I can direct your eyes to the area. So the door was here. I'm going to roll a con save on this guy. He does not beat it. You send the door flying off its hinges as it lays out one of the guards and knocks him unconscious.
Sucks to be him. He's not going to be waking up in the morning, I'm afraid. No prisoners.
As you run in, you see... You look around and you notice that the room is Spartan besides these walls that the archers are hiding behind, and a staircase that is surrounded by a semicircular metal enclosure.
Wait, we need to clear out the archers for the front assault.
Oh yeah, you notice that only this one knows you're in the room. The others are still knocking arrows and grabbing them from the arrow barrels behind them.
Well, shit, sucks to be him, doesn't it now? Hello, fuckboy.
I was about to say, I'll allow this because it is a surprise.
I mean, I pretty much, with what I rolled, I did not stop running. I went through the door. Let's see here.
You just... Oh my god.
19.
As you crash in, you sprint in, and as this poor archer turns to look at you, you sever his head as the two next to him fall backwards. Actually, the one standing the most in the hole, let's give him a roll to see if he falls in. +2. No. The one, like, walks backwards into the wall and goes, but the...
Hello. So, do you say they fall backwards? Does either of them fall prone?
No. One's back is to the wall, and the other is attempting to knock his bow.
I'm gonna attack whoever's attempting to knock the bow. I assume it's this guy?
No, it's this one, right in front.
Alright, yeah, I'm attacking him.
Oh. Go ahead.
16?
Hit.
11.
He's on death's door. With a single slice, you've pretty much opened up his chest.
Hit.
Dead.
13. Turns to the other one.
That's
hit.
That's your
that
last
was
attack. That's a hit.
That's my last one.
You managed to do...
Hold on, no. Let me click the damage button. How dare thee?
Okay, my bad. You right. God damn it, it's a kill. You went from Ryan appears and suddenly you're rolling like a god.
I'm a lucky charm.
Thank you. You're a gem.
Silly kid.
Thank you.
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids.
Silly Joe. Gaslights for men.
And Akira proceeds to basically tear apart 3 of them. Peel the man under the door.
Sithri just goes, "Don't have to tell me twice," as she runs past and immediately just executes the guy. And with her normal crossbow, puts one into his eye, and she turns and aims her flaming one directly at the remaining archer. So she'll miss, but she'll... Let's see, 4 + 2. Okay, so she doesn't do a lot of damage. The archer manages to, just in time, jump to the side, and where his head was, there is now a giant flaming crater. As this is going on...
he's then going to point to Lizardman and say, "Grab his blade!"
Well, no, the folk you healed sprints up with the siege screen, just barely fitting it through the door. And now that he's fully healed, he gets his advantage back as he sprints up and knocks the archer out of the window. And
he's still one-armed, correct?
Yes.
Ah, alright. I thought he healed his arm.
No, it's a stump right now.
Right. Alright, we move upstairs.
Right, and then if you'll direct...
Actually, no. Would Akir know where the gate mechanism would be?
It's at the top. I'm sorry I forgot to mention it. The gate mechanism is at the top of the gatehouse.
Well, I guessed correctly.
And so they all run up as you entered, and this time you're met with... hold up, my bad.
Wait a minute. There's a wall and a door.
Yes, there's a door.
Did we kill them so quickly that they have no idea what just happened downstairs?
There was
because that was a span of 6 seconds.
I was about to say you don't hear anything in there besides the sound of arrows getting loosed.
They have no idea that I just absolutely destroyed their bottom group.
No.
Perfect. That means it's surprise time.
Yes.
All right, Tito. Rush them as fast as possible when we get around that corner.
They both nod to you.
I want you to shove more archers out of the tower. I point to him. Sithri, you're with me. Take out the armored, then the archers.
So, the folk looks at you and goes, "If possible, we can hold them. We need to get this gate open. I looked out while the archer was falling. They're not doing good down there." There's more arrows
Understood.
than there is blades of grass in that field.
There's more arrows
Understood.
than there is blades of grass in that field.
All right. I'm carving a path nonetheless. Make it out alive, both of you. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Roll strength.
Okay. 10.
Okay, so, I mean, okay, yeah. So you burst in. It's not like you're not sending the door flying off the hinges, but you still broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
And Sithri and the lizard folk are right behind you. It is your turn.
Immediately a guy on my way.
Yes.
12 slashing.
I was about to say, you surprise him, so you get 12 slashing. Before he can draw his blade, you manage to cut his offhand. And you've basically taken all of his fingers off with one slash on his left hand.
6 slashing.
You follow this up with a graceful strike across his jugular, killing him before he even realizes what's in front of him.
25.
Hit.
12 slashing.
This one at least had his sword drawn before you immediately stabbed him directly through his gut. He's still standing though, and it looks like if you don't finish him off, he's gonna how you want to do this, because you do get the crit.
So the sword is in his chest, correct?
In his stomach.
Alright, Akira's actually going to, for a moment, throw up his other blade into the air before grabbing the hilt of his current one in his chest and just wrenching it upwards, and then proceeding to catch the other blade in the air and then moving along his way to the ladder.
All right. As you climb the ladder, you hear a faint golf clap from Sithri as she lines up behind the kind who immediately takes his siege screen and holds it sideways, blocking anyone from leaving where the archers are located. And with that, you climb up the ladder and you're greeted by a single human in a really just decorated robe, medals on her left breast, as she turns from her window and goes, oh, that's I wasn't ready for that one.
I'm afraid I'm going to be opening that gate now.
What's your name, friend?
My name is Nobody.
Just what the history books will remember. Oh shit, she actually got a good roll on initiative.
Ah, crap. So is that guard there too?
Yes, he gets her turn. This is the only way to make this kind of encounter reasonable.
Does she look skilled at all? Can I surmise her?
Yes, she doesn't seem quite scared, just more surprised and angry.
Does she look like... What does she have on her? Any weapons that I can note?
She has a hammer on her left hip and a silver rapier on her right hip.
Another noble.
She immediately begins the fight by charging into Akir. And it looks at first as if she's going to strike with her rapier that she has out, but she quickly draws her hammer and misses. Misses. As you parry it, and she follows up with a stab from her rapier, which surprisingly hits.
It doesn't.
17. What's your AC?
18.
Holy shit! And okay.
I parry that as well.
She just goes, an animal with skill. As her guard also rushes you, but we know how this goes. And it's your turn.
I'm immediately laying into her. 20.
13 plus 15. Alright, so 18. Holy shit.
How did that blow look like it hit her?
You managed... So, after parrying both of her attacks, you managed a quick strike down her arm.
Does she look shocked by this?
She winces in pain, but something tells you this is not the first time she's been struck.
Alright, very well.
Oh my god. Of course, now you fucking crit.
How's she look now?
At first she was merely wincing, but after her wound began to glow a sickly red and her blood began to fly out of it, she's now holding the arm holding the rapier as it drops to the ground, and she goes, "I see the animals have a lot of spirits on their sides."
Shut up, ape. As I proceed to continue to lay into her. 13, I assume that doesn't hit.
Miss.
15.
15. What's her AC? Miss.
Understood. 13. God!
Miss.
Alright, I don't hit any of these.
She looks at you, and you see her eyes begin to... There's a faint orange glow that begins to manifest around her.
That sounds good.
All of her attacks get a +2 since she's below half health. So that's an 18. Hit?
Hit. Matches.
Okay. So that's 4 slashing and 4 necrotic. Wow, so
4
much
slashing.
damage!
3. That was 3. I'm going to Hellish Rebuke that.
Fucking hell. Roll.
Hellish Rebuke, that's going to be upcasted at level 2. So that will be 3d10.
Roll.
16.
Whatever burst of energy came with
It is
that...
searing hot blood as her blade connects on me. Blood just spurts out.
Whatever burst of energy she got when something stepped in, it's gone now. She still has the bonus, but you've clearly shrugged off whatever help she had received. The warrior next to her will also get the +2 bonus, but oh, holy shit!
Oh fuck!
Literally unnamed guard coming in for the fucking
Little
hit.
Timmy to save the day.
So that's 1d8 plus 1 times 2.
12.
Wait, what? Yeah, 12.
Right?
It's 10. It's 10. I don't know why it's
10.
Yeah.
That's 10. Oh, wait a minute. What was my health? It's 23, so that's 13 health. Ooh, I'm not looking too high either. But I've been through worse. How bad is she looking?
Her rapier is still laying on the ground, and she's starting to breathe heavily.
Is she bloodied?
Yes.
I see no point in prolonging this. 25.
Hit.
8 slashing.
She's-
Not done. I need to roll... How much is it for an upcast of a spell?
It should say on the spell itself.
Well, it's the auto smite.
Hold on.
That should be another D8, right?
I believe so.
So I need to roll another D8 on top of that. That'd be 3D8, right?
I'm double checking real quick. Yeah, you're right.
Alright.
Maximum's 5d8.
18 radiant.
You strike her, and at first, it's the same as before, but after your strike, there's a faint second before the wounds on her chest and arm begin to pour out blood. And she falls to one knee and looks up and goes, "The pyre will judge you, and you will be found
And I will
lacking."
drown your pyre in blood.
As she falls forward and dies.
And I proceed to lay into the guard.
Hit. Dead.
And immediately I run and slam up that lever.
As you rip the lever down, for a faint second you hear nothing. And until you see the spool next to you suddenly begin to reel at just this breakneck pace. You see it start to glow red hot as you hear the gate swing open, and the sounds of the battle beneath you begin. Running up, you see Sithri and the lizard folk, both battered, and as she runs up, she goes, "So about that beer, we should probably go see how the commander's doing."
Yeah, about that. I think I just killed theirs.
Woo! And as you're beginning to head down the ladder,
Akira's gonna take her hammer and her rapier.
ooh. Please do me a favor and I'm gonna pin this in your character sheet. This will be important later.
Okay. For now, can I just mark it in my item bag as...
No.
Oh. Really?
Because as you begin to head towards the ladder, you smell smoke. And Sithri immediately goes, "Oh shit. Oh, we lit the tower on fire." And she looks...
did what? How?
Crossbow! No time to talk as she looks over at the window connecting the gatehouse to the neighboring tower.
Mm-hmm.
And she runs and jumps out of it.
I follow.
As you run and jump, you're suddenly engulfed by the smoke. As you blink away the haze of combat and the pulsing rush in your heart, you are hazily made aware of Atticus standing over you. Let me put you where you belong.
What?
Hey.
What?
Hello, my erstwhile bodyguard. How are you doing, buddy?
Where am I? What?
You're back at...
The walls. The gate.
I was gonna ask you about that. You kind of just walked... I don't know. You came home and left? It's really hard to describe. You were in some kind of trance, walking and mumbling to yourself, talking about a gate and some walls and some woman named Sithri. I think that was the barmaid.
What?
Are you okay?
Well, I'm not bleeding out of my ass anymore.
Yeah, your health is back to full.
And my spells are there?
Yes, you get all your spells back. What you will need to mark is I'm going to put this for later.
Uh-huh.
We will save this. This needs to be pinned for later.
Let's see here. Let me pull up the Discord. We need to rename this channel,
Yes.
don't we?
Yes, but as...
Do I notice a hammer in my bag?
No. This is there for later. So, as you come to... You look up and
Because
you
can I speak with you?
Ye-
Wait, I see his icon.
Yeah.
Can I speak with you in private?
Well, I mean, it's currently private, so this works.
Okay.
There is a
So,
gentleman outside who was asking to speak to you, but he can wait, I suppose.
Did we do the siege already on this fort that the Panthers wanted us to fight?
I mean, there was that siege that we passed by back in the north, a little bit after we first
So it
met.
hasn't happened yet.
No?
Atticus, I just had an entire dream of going through that siege, barely knowing anybody but some people I've never met.
I mean, you're a warrior.
My god was speaking to me, and he was benefiting me for once.
I would, from what you've told me, you could argue he benefits you in some ways. I am by no means saying that he is not what he is, but...
Listen. Something odd is in this city. Something isn't right. I keep getting visions, Atticus.
Well,
non-stop.
Well, perhaps your god is trying to steer you somewhere? I'm sorry, friend, I
look.
just don't know.
But it was vivid. I remember a hammer and a woman in an admiral's uniform. Killing her. The siege. The defenses at this fort that the Panthers are going to go raid. It's well organized. They have explosives. What we have will not be enough.
That's explosives.
I remember waking up with my ears ringing. That is what happens when a bomb is thrown at you, yes?
Yes, but the...
They're well prepared. Cannons, too. This is a sign. We can prepare better.
Yeah, yes. I'm sorry. I don't quite know what to make of all this information. There's not...
Okay. Here's what we make of it. I'm getting visions of what is happening ahead of time for some reason. We must be using this to our advantage.
Didn't you say the same thing happened when you first came to the city?
Yes. However, maybe it's something... Maybe it's these visions are trying to warn us of a future that could be. Trying to help us prevent it.
Well, yes, but... I mean, I thought you liked fighting in warfare. It's...
This warfare wasn't honorable.
Wait.
It was Pyranians.
Fuck! Are you serious?
Yes.
I don't...
Pyranians! They were Pyranians using bombs and cannons.
Of course. Oh, fuck.
Don't they... Shouldn't they have no access to that?
Seal's been keeping it limited. We're trying not to let them know that this exists. We don't want
I mean, the treasure... There's been talks of treasure drakes? I thought you said they don't like them.
Of course, they're dragons. You think they want to deal with those people?
I mean, I killed their general, this admiral woman, but their defense was extremely well organized. Bombs everywhere.
This sounds like something they do. Well, for now, let's...
We have to warn the Panthers, do we not?
Well, I don't think that this is their war. I mean, we're just
That they're going to take part in it.
Well, that's what mercenaries do. I don't know what to do.
Well, then who do we talk to?
Maybe we can get an audience with whoever was leading the army?
That's a good point. I believe it was a dwarf and a snake man.
You mean... This boat's ill.
They both seem to salute me with respect, to me.
As you're talking, a human with striking blue eyes walks in. He's a spindly man. He looks up and goes, "Oh!
Hi, Josh. How are you?"
I didn't think we'd actually introduce each other. How's it going?
Good. Are you okay?
Yes. I mean, So, I forgot to mention, he is currently wearing his right arm in a sling, and most of his body is covered in bandages. He's like, well, I am here on medical leave, but only so much you can do when some asshole appears with an enchanted lance and stabs you with it.
Right.
At least I should have some cool scars that the bitches will love.
Well, hey, if you fight as hard as you did back then... You'll have plenty.
Have we fought together?
In a way, yes.
I don't think we... I'm... Not to say I've never fought beside Knowles. I like your people. You're great warriors, and... there are women of your kind, right? You're not like, the elementals?
What? Well, women are normally at the forefront, my friend. I'm an anomaly.
He looks up and smiles and goes, maybe I need to go see some...
I'm only a warrior because I'm a flint.
If only more of the world were like this. God, I would kill for some muscle mommies right now.
Muscle mommies?
Do not, hey. Anyway, there's someone outside who needs to talk to you. I need to lay down.
Question, Josh.
Yeah.
You are aware of the contract for this upcoming siege, yes?
Siege? I mean, we're gonna go fight some, like, pirates, but I wouldn't call it a siege. Sam's currently planning it to where we don't even...
I have an inkling it's going to be a bit more... dire than that.
I mean, it shouldn't be. It's pirates. They're not even like
I
state backed.
might
They're just
have an information of some kind that links Pyrania to them.
I mean, I'll let you talk to Sam about that when he's here next at the end of next week. Oh, speaking of which, you are joining us for the Pirate Siege, correct? Or Siege, my bad. The
Yes, of course I am.
Okay.
I wouldn't miss it.
Well, I need to lay down, and there's some guy with a moon on his robe. I don't know. He was here last time.
No, right. Atticus.
Atticus looks at you and goes, the guy that Joe pulled his sword on.
No, I know. But I'm going to say it to you, because I doubt you're going to be following with me through this whole thing. If you can meet... What's the boss's name again? I just blanked on it, Mason. Help me.
Sam.
If you meet Sam early, tell him I need to speak with him.
Got it. But aren't we going to help that village?
Yes, I know. Come on.
Okay. He follows behind you.
I'm as hazed out as my dream. Everything was a blur.
Well, that tends to happen with your visions, my friend.
My visions? I barely had any until, well...
Sitting beyond the agape garden door is a familiar monk, his robes proudly displaying the half-moon emblem across his entire back. Without turning to you, he says, "My preparations are done, but I need to speak with you."
Me in particular. Where's everybody else?
It seems they've been implicated in some rather nasty affairs.
Oh, God damn it.
Before you go, before you go,
Yes.
I must ask.
Of course.
This Joe man, I assume he is human.
I think so. He looks human.
Do you trust him?
I mean, he hasn't done anything bad to me yet. I have no reason to distrust him, but I don't fully trust him. I see him as a worthy ally for now. He has done nothing to gain my trust in full, but nothing to gain my disdain.
Okay.
Same for the wizard. They're both new to me, as you are.
Oh, no, he waves his hand. No, I already know about the wizard. He's one of the Order of the Black. They're quite the order. They're hostilely kind, I suppose, would be the correct word. You would be surprised how many of them apologize after blowing people in half. There's something
But
else.
I must ask, why do you ask if I trust Joe?
His name matches with someone that I was warned about. A great destroyer.
A great destroyer.
Yes, my order has standing orders to report him if we see him, but I do not believe this man is him.
Well, it most definitely is him. He wouldn't lie about his name. I mean, who lies about their name?
No, I believe there's another with his name. Perhaps he is some long-lost child of them, or it is a familial name. I'm not sure. But
I'm confused. So, you're telling me there are two Joes?
there could be.
Well, he doesn't seem to like your order. He claimed to me that you killed his wife.
Oh. I am going to hope that he is not the man I think he is, but I should not keep you. He was... a house was blown up near the Ambassador District, and when the guards came, the first people they saw were the Mage and Joe. They've already released the Mage.
What? Atticus, how long have I been out?
About only a single night. I have no idea what happened. I was looking for them, and I found you walking around muttering.
They didn't sleep?
No? Remember the guard captain told you to go meet him? They probably went to go meet him. I assumed that's where you were, and then I found you muttering to yourself in a corner.
The city is cursed.
Well,
I can't go 10 steps without getting some weird thing going on to me. And, God's above. Thank you for the information, good sir. I can see you are exhausted. Have a seat at the bench if you need to take a rest. I will go deal with the thing momentarily, and then I will see about helping you with that village.
You just hear Josh yell from the back door, "Hey! It's 5 gold pieces for men, women get in for free."
I said outside, Josh.
Oh, fair enough. But as you're sitting here talking, the front gate gets thrown open by Ty, who is panting. He goes like, "Here, we gotta go quick."
Please
Please
tell me it is just Joe and not anything else.
No, it's Ty. He yells. "They drag Joe through the town. They have him in the southern dungeon. They only take people there before. That's where they take people to be interrogated before they're executed."
Oh, Atticus, we're going to need you to come and clutch for this one.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Real quick, I have to piss before we do the scene transition. I'll be right
cool,
back.
same. I was going to say, can we please take a break?
Sorry, this one a little bit longer than I thought, Ryan. Your stuff is coming up in a second. Sorry about that.
Turns out when you have to cleave through, I think 20 plus people, it's pretty difficult.
I counted exactly 42.
I'm gonna go
Holy
take a
shit.
piss. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
Holy crap. And I'm back.
I am back too. So last
So yeah,
session,
do you want to know what you missed?
you can explain it in character later on.
Oh,
If
okay.
it comes up, it comes up.
Alright. So, how was last session?
Pretty alright. I pulled a fucking Will Smith when we were interrogating a guy. Walked up and was like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," as I fucking bestowed curses on this man.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're all mildly inconvenient curses. They're like, you suffer mental anguish whenever you think about my wife's name. Anytime you lie, you feel searing pain throughout your entire body. Things like that.
I see. That's nice.
It's a pleasant little short thing. And, I'm not going to reveal what the exploiting
don't
thing
need
was
to.
all about yet. You'll find out
No, you
soon.
don't need to. I'll find out the hard way.
The in-character way. The lore.
What is the lore?
Yo, what the fuck did you do? I didn't do anything.
What's the lore, body?
I have returned.
A smidgen of law for the road. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, what's going on?
No, we're joking. We're talking about lore.
What's the lore? What's the lore, body?
A battle will happen, or has happened, who knows.
Well, Joe doesn't see any of this happen yet, so...
Right. Speaking of
doesn't know.
which, let me go ahead and set it right over to the correct, fucking, which one is it? This one. So I don't know if you can see it. Can I do focus ping? There we go.
Oh, there I am.
Oh boy, someone's getting tortured.
Yes.
Fuck, I should have gotten my gummy worms for this.
So blinking. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. My bad. That's the wrong page. Let's skip a few pages.
I suppose Snickers will have to do.
You awaken from a pleasant dream of your wife and cottage as you looking outside and seeing the dragon visiting by the freezing splash of murky dungeon water across your face. Wakey, wakey, scum! At first, the blistering cold and still water scum fog your eyes and foam in your eyelids. Then the chilly breeze of the dungeon fills your exposed chest with goosebumps and a twinge of pain. Your patchy memory quickly sews itself together. Glimpses of being thrown into this tiny cell, the guards attempting to mystically put you to sleep, failing, then the ensuing beating to sleep, the faint memory of being hung by your wrists, your feet just barely touching the ground, having to stand on the tips of your toes to relieve your strained wrists. As you think about the situation you're in, a hand violently cups your face and juts your gaze upward, moving your face mere inches from a grotesque drow's visage. One eye maimed by the albinism of a blinded eye, the other socket... I can't read that note, I have awful handwriting. The other socket housing a gem, and it's in place of an eye. I don't have time for scum like you. Confess and I'll make your death quick. Make me do my job and I'll have you hung in front of everyone as a treasonous traitor.
That's a pretty fucking cute way of saying that you haven't even investigated the crime scene.
As you say this, he stabs you with a hot iron. Now listen here, you filth. I am the law down here, and you will answer my questions. You will not ask, and you will not speak unless spoken to. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, who do you work for?
Who do I work for? Well, obviously myself.
Very cute. I'll give you one more warning. Who hired you to blow up that house?
We didn't blow up that house. That was the mage that we fucking defeated. He self-detonated, blowing up the building.
Now, why would anyone do that, and why was there no remnants of this mage?
I look at him like he's fucking stupid. Have you seen an explosion before in your lifetime?
He blinks the one eye, and then hits you again with the hot iron. The only thing I see before me is a scumbag who's decided to come into my city and cause chaos. Now then.
Well,
Who is paying you? How much are they giving you for this campaign of terror?
well, speaking on the fact that I'm not involved with it, nobody. Also, where's Meejo? I say to him.
See, the mage has already been tortured and acquitted.
And he's not guilty either. And he said he wasn't guilty.
You see, we don't allow for cross, Well, it doesn't matter. As he stabs you again with the hot iron.
As Joe's just hanging there, he's getting stabbed. He's fucking in pain and everything. He just lets out a sigh and he just looks up. What the fuck are you trying to get out of this?
I just
Was it
want
the blue moon that set you up for this?
What do you... The charity organization? You're fighting a charity? God, you scum are worse than I could have ever imagined.
Charity. That's pretty fucking comical coming from what they do.
They healed the sick and wounded, you fool.
It takes a blind man to see that that's just all a cover-up, really. Sometimes they get good Samaritans. Other times they'll just take anyone off the street. They like to hide the shit they do in the background.
Rich coming from someone blowing up homes. He stabs you one more time and he goes, I'm going to give you a second to think before I come back. I will just let you die if you simply answer give me names and numbers. Who hired you? Why? Why were they targeting an ambassador's house? And I'll leave you with that thought. And when I come back, if I have to use the goddamn magical tools, I will. And he dumps the hot iron back into some coals as he slams the door and walks away.
Do I see my instrument in the room at all? Or the flute the flute or the hurdy-gurdy in this room?
No, this room is like a little 5x5. He was pretty much, his back was pretty much to the door while he was torturing you.
Well, looks like I'm not going to be able to cast any spells. He lets out a little sigh for a minute. Is there any, do I notice any way I could possibly break out of my binds?
So while you're doing this, you see a robed figure walk. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. I don't have the token I meant to use. That's a shame. We're using this for the stand-in for now. A robed figure walks in holding some kind of potion, and he goes, "Your time is not now, friend."
Who are you?
Someone who knows what's going on.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page then. Beggars can't be choosers. Are you gonna help me out here? Or?
I cannot directly intervene, but he walks up and he holds the potion up to your mouth. This may help. At least deal with this. Your friends are on their way.
Thank you. And then I'll just drink it because it's not like I can resist.
You
music
get
playing in the background.
You get 8 health back. Oh yeah, my bad. That was supposed to be while I was away. I haven't quite enough. I wasn't hearing it. Might be.
Am I back to full health?
You get 8 health back. Actually, that is piss poor. The fucking that is one. We'll add another D8 because that's stupid. You get 16 health back. Fuck these rolls. Fuck the rolls today.
All right.
I got several ones.
He then looks at you and he goes, He pulls a lockpick out of his robe and loosens one of your cuffs, and he goes, "If you want to swing on the man, well,
you know who?
I would advise waiting for your friends, but sometimes violence is best met with discretion.
You know who's doing all this?
You are the prime suspect right now. Ty has not been able to make it in time to this guard tower. Word's traveling quick that something was blown up. The direct reason. I cannot say too much more." As he just walks out of the cell and closes it before locking it back up.
All right. Do I know can I hear if the guard is coming back yet?
You have a few seconds to yourself. Akir, roll a D100.
All right, yeah, sure. What do I want, high or low?
You want high.
All right. That's okay.
A couple of people in the street try to harangue you and get you to stop and look at their wares, but you manage to shove right past them as you're following Ty, who is running at his usual breakneck pace through the city. So, are you going to try and do anything? You only have one free hand.
Okay. How far is the hot poker?
It's within your reach.
All right. I'm gonna grab the hot poker and I'm going to twist it around so that way the hot poker is like pointed at my back, so it's behind my head. And I'm gonna put my hands back over my head so it looks like I'm still bound.
So wait, say that again. You have you're picking up the poker
Yeah.
and trying to hide it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide it behind me so that way, because it's like a straight metal piece, right?
Yeah. Because you don't have a shirt on, but you're still wearing like your trousers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hide it behind my head so my hands are up over my head like it was when it was tied up. So my hands are still gonna be fisted into a ball there. So that way the poker is hidden behind my head. So that way he doesn't see I have it still.
Okay. It only takes a few more minutes before you hear the clank of his boots coming back down the hallway. He walks back in with his torch held up. How's my new bitch doing?
Joe looks over and he's like, "Oh, pretty good." And then I stab him in his good eye with the hot poker.
Roll with advantage. So you get advantage on this.
Strength check or dex check?
It is an improv weapon, which I believe uses strength.
All right.
So just 2d20, and then I'm gonna look at your modifier real quick.
All right. I'm just gonna roll. I got a +0, so we're gonna do this and that.
9. Okay. You strike out with the poker, and he manages just in time to get out of the way and go, "You fucked up! How did you get out? What?"
What'd you say?
I said he goes, "You fucked up." Also, how?
Well, we can already
Well-
use this part.
I got friends in high places.
He backs up and slams the cell door.
Well, I'm gonna use the poker to break the other shackle. I'm gonna try breaking the chains with it.
1 second, I forgot to set his spells real quick. Let me fix this real quick. So roll sleight of hand or dexterity. I believe they're gonna be the same, but
Oh, my bad. I rolled it twice on accident.
so
I rolled a 12.
it takes you about a good minute of jimming to get it open, and while you're doing this, why do I fucking hate how half of these websites are laid out when it comes to trying to figure out what spells I can actually use. I am also dumb and forgot to mark the spells that this guy has. But as you're breaking open the shackle, roll another D100, please.
High or low?
No, Anthony.
What?
Roll another D100.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I blinked out.
You're good.
67.
You and Ty managed to just rush down through the guardhouse and make your way inside.
If Atticus is lagging behind, I will carry him.
No, he's keeping up. He's not happy, but he's keeping up. And as you bust into the guardhouse, someone's like, Ty runs directly into the cells and asks the guard there where Joe is, and the guard just shrugs and goes, "They took him down to the interrogator's room." It's almost like he blew up part of the town. And at which point Ty goes, "Oh no, we need to be fast. The interrogator's down in the catacombs.
Okay, where are the catacombs?
Follow me, but do not hurt the guy. Please,
But what if I want to?
don't."
Atticus, this is on you.
How the fuck is it on me?
It's on you to not let me punch him.
Oh, okay. And within seconds, okay, let me fix this because you two are up here. And after you jimmied yourself out of the binds, this guy just ran away. And also let me. Oh, I don't have Ty's token anymore. Did I fuck that up? Really? Where did I put it? No, I'll just use this one for now. I think I've just been using this one for the stand-in, and I don't know where rat.png is for Atticus.
Rat.png.
This is a crime.
Good name.
Actually, no. Where'd the rat go? Hold up. My bad. Sorry, this is goofy, but I want it. We need Atticus's proper token. Here we go. So as you make your way down into the depths of the tower, you see a drow running out from downstairs. There's a prison break. The bomber, he's getting out.
Atticus, what do we do in this situation?
Diplomacy.
Okay, go ahead, diplomatize.
Atticus walks forward and goes, no, the bomber's innocent. And Ty goes, Interrogator, and immediately cuts a quick bow. He's innocent. I sent him on that errand. You need to go upstairs and get debriefed right now. How much did you hurt him? And the interrogator immediately snaps back. I stabbed him real good. Shit. As he just sprints past.
Let the fucking run.
And to no one's surprise, he didn't lock the door behind Joe. Or behind himself when he ran away from Joe.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'm definitely running the fuck out.
Yep.
Oh, hello, friend.
No, he's not there. I forgot to move his token further. So,
Alright.
you were down there. And... as you guys run through... So, what was initially a kind of old catacomb area breaks into literal tunnels. As you see, like, small cells lining the walls that that you hope haven't been used in some time.
Well, at least, they don't have the effort of killing the prisoners right away.
Yeah, well, Ty runs past and he goes, the interrogator tends to use one cell. Keep up with me, please.
All right.
And as you...
Joe!
You hear him yelling for you.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Oh, that way.
Oh, am I glad to see you guys.
Ty runs up and immediately goes, I am so sorry, Joe. We wanted to act quick, and we didn't file the report of where you were going first, and I didn't think that... I've already read the report from Meejo. The man killed himself and blew up?
He blew himself up, destroyed half a building, killed a family, possibly.
Oh,
There was nothing we could have done.
Fantastic.
What the hell did I miss?
Not too much. You just missed a guy who was a suicide bomber who was also a bard. Isn't it kind of weird?
Wait, what?
I never
Suicide?
accepted
What?
that one.
That?
Yeah, so he blew himself up. Like, we started asking him questions, and once we hit a keyword, he just detonated.
What? This is bad.
This is very bad.
We don't even know who it was. There's so many... Oh no, this is so bad.
I wonder if this is related to Pyrania.
Oh, dear God, we hope not. We hope it's not related to them. Don't say that name around here. Fuck.
Actually, question, my friend. I point to, what's the guard's name again? I'm blanking. How am I blanking?
Ty. I'm going... I'm no
Hi,
joke.
who commands the armies?
The armies, well...
I'd like to have a talk with him, because I've been having visions.
Technically, the commander is Hyoto? Our God King? But...
that would be a tall ask to talk to him.
Yes. The only other one I can think of would be going to the individual tribal leaders, which...
Is there a dwarf with plate armor and a snake that smokes a bunch?
The dwarf, you're describing all of the Deagle, the Cult, and the Glock clan, and...
Oh, yes, he had something of a colt on his chest. A horse, right?
Oh, I hope I never see them again. Do you know what they're like?
Nope.
The Magnum clan's already bad enough with a Berserker King. The Cult are The same, but less crazy, but more bloodthirsty.
What about the snake man? Black, smokes a bunch.
But you're describing most of the snake folk who are priests. I mean,
What was the distinguishing feature of the snake person from my dream?
you are blanking. You're all you remember is the distinct amount of blue tattoos he had and face paint.
He had a bunch of blue tattoos and face paint.
Oh, that only narrows it down to the entire upper ecclesiarchy. Why? What? What message do you have for them?
You shouldn't worry about it.
First you say Pyranian, now you... Okay.
Look, it's just a problem for those who are touched by gods.
Go righty then. Are you both?
I can't speak for him, but I can speak for myself.
Joe?
Maybe?
Maybe
plural form?
That sounds unpleasant. But, well, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes. Atticus,
Yeah,
what
I
is the
want
part where
clothes.
you start talking to people?
Wait, say that again?
Atticus, where's the part where we need to do diplomacy, or is everything quite sorted?
I think we're good. There's not a...
Ugh.
Ty goes, he's being dealt with. The Interrogator is an interesting man, but his methods are unique.
Thank goodness you guys showed up at least. I almost took out his last good eye.
He has a good eye?
I say while I'm brandishing the hot iron poker.
Oh, yes.
Put that down.
We need We need to get your gear back. They keep everything in a chest. You were in cell A0, so it'll be the one nearest the door on the way out.
Right,
Over by my cell?
No. The way out once we leave, when we head back up through up out of the catacombs.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. I'm getting tired of walking around barefooted.
Yeah, sorry
I say
about
rubbing my
that.
wrist.
We keep him away from people for a reason.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You guys need to brief him more. He could actually accidentally kill somebody.
He's normally not used. Or used
I can
with
see
supervision. Why. I was told that you left our smuggler a pile of tears and a broken man.
I sure did.
Maybe you and the Interrogator would get along great. I could always set you up with a Sunday brunch.
I mean, I'm willing to train him as long as he doesn't accidentally commit murder.
He is entirely within his job duties to kill people while torturing them.
That's the part I disagree with. If he kills people indiscriminately like that, and you guys just get the wrong guy and they just agree to whatever just to get away, then it's just going to be like the same situation over again, but this time with someone that doesn't have people in higher places like us.
I mean, I'm sorry to inform you, I'm not very high up the chain. I'm just a guard captain who keeps getting assigned to take care of you.
On the upside, at least you're taking care of us, so thank you for that.
I don't think I have a choice anymore. As soon as the fresh air of the Gold District hits you, he immediately goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. So, remember how he was saying something about an ambush in the park?
An ambush in the what?
The main...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we sent some men to cordon off the park, and it seems they're aware? We haven't caught anyone entering or leaving that is suspicious, and we've been conducting entire stop and checks of everyone exiting and not allowing any entrance. We think that they're aware that we're waiting on them.
I mean, you did quarantine it, so...
I am not allowed to send any guards in, would your band be able to get some help and go deal with them?
Before I accept this, did I get my spell slots back from that rest or no?
Yes. The only
Okay.
thing that you're stuck with is the damage you took while being interrogated.
Look at. Do I see? Does he have a? You know what? I'm just gonna ask him. Like, well, my compatriot here is down for it. Then I'd like a healing potion before I go.
I would
Fine.
recommend getting some help. There are
Oh, Joe, actually, we do have another thing we have to do as well.
Oh, what do we need to do?
Remember the village?
Oh, I almost forgot. On account of being interrogated incorrectly.
well,
I mean,
you're
on
never
the
living
right
this one
side, it
down.
looked like they didn't do a good job.
No, he really sucked at his job, honestly.
he's
Really just amateur work.
he's a means to an end.
He's a very weird and inefficient means.
We
Maybe
don't-
I can train him one of these days. Maybe I can make him better at his job at least.
like I said, I can set that up.
Set it up. Let him know I'm free. All right. And then we have to help that village out, don't we?
Yes. Well, the guy who's trying to get us to do it, he doesn't trust you at all.
I don't trust him at all.
That's what I
His
seem
boss
to
literally
understand.
killed my family.
Hey, Joe, are you some kind of extra dimensional being of terror?
I like look at my hands. I just got tied up and stabbed with a hot iron poker. If I was an extra terrifying being, I don't think I would have gotten stabbed with the iron poker.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. But he seems to think either there are two Joes now, or that you are a scary, scary man.
I mean, both are true, probably.
Atticus goes, well, how many people knew you, Joe? Do you
Well, I
think-
had stopped by a lot of villages and helped out, like
Do
here
you
and there.
think maybe someone took your name up? Someone who like really hates the moon, the Blue Moon Pact?
I mean, I hate the Blue Moon Pack. But
Maybe
I mean, maybe a
someone before
disgruntled
you.
bandit.
I
Could it be a
don't-
disgruntled bandit?
I mean,
Because
did I assume that you lived in some kind of village in the Feywilds?
well, yeah, we had a small village.
Did
But
anyone leave
when I left the
shortly
village,
after?
well, I was the one that left shortly after, like after the funeral, the body burial, and all that. I left shortly afterwards, and I was like visiting villages here and there. I helped out a lot of people. I stopped a lot of bandits through pretty good persuasion, I thought.
Did you tell anyone about what? I
don't
he
believe
looks you
I've
up
told
and
anyone my
down.
name.
He looks you up and down and goes, "No offense, I don't see you as the fire and brimstone type."
Well, I don't actually have a body count. I've really just realized.
Exactly.
I've never really killed anybody. At most, I've just detained people. So I'm not sure where they get this idea from. Oh, you know what? Probably their boss.
Did-
Cromer knew me and my wife. He killed my wife because I can't disclose that in city walls, but he killed her.
Got it.
And-
Well,
Might be related to that.
maybe your
Well, either
wife
way.
survived and is using your name for some reason.
I wouldn't see why she'd use my name. She literally got buried in under a tree
Oh,
right by her kid.
oh,
That's why I light 2 candles.
my condolences.
Oh, it's fine. It's like a little while ago.
Ty
And then Joe just kind of looks depressed as he says that.
Ty looks at the party and goes, "I need to go back to commanding my men."
Yes. We
I
will
you
sort ourselves out.
yes. You are under no obligation if we have mercenaries that have already been contacted, but I would be happier to have men who are under my command. technically, no offense. While you are doing guard duty, you are considered under my command. It would be nice to be attached to the success and not the person who sat there for 24 hours watching a forest not move.
Sounds like a
I-
shitty job.
I look over, I'm like, I don't fuck with the blue moon. So I'm more impartial to helping this guy out, because at least he stopped me from being tortured. But I'll leave this one up to you.
So I will DM note here. You guys still have a whole day before so you agreed that in 3 days you'd set off, and it's only been 2 days. You still have until
I
tomorrow
see.
morning.
Oh, we have time?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go do this.
All right, we can do this tonight then. But first, how about we get our bearings? Because I need to have a chat with you, and Atticus needs to have a chat with you. We need to be all on the same page here.
You also ordered weapons.
Oh yes, that's right. Wait, what weapons
Yeah,
did I order? I do not remember.
You didn't.
Well, I ordered some weapons, and I ordered some for you.
For me, but I have my swords.
A little something, I think.
And if they aim to replace my blades, I'm afraid you might be disappointed. Though I do not think I do not treasure the thought. These swords are old. Either way, we've stand around here enough. Let's go get them. Come.
Let's get you introduced to Schmitty.
So
Maybe.
as you
It
meander,
is a funny name.
so because Akir has not gotten the fluff about the Gold District, as you begin to make your way away from the wall, you notice very quickly that the patrolling guards have almost no lizard folk in their makeup. It is humans and elves and dwarves and a couple of here and there. You see a couple of beast folk races. Sadly, no gnolls. There doesn't seem to be
Oh, thank
many.
goodness.
Um,
Good.
all their tabards are emblazoned with a purple icon that you can't quite make out exactly what the likeness is of, but it is identical across all of them. To both of you, it appears to be a haphazard series of brushstrokes, but again, every tabard is identical, so there must be some reason to it. And despite having already become through the district several times, your previous rushes didn't afford you much time to take in the sheer absurdity of what's around you. Disorganized rows of various housing styles and mixes of commercial and residential plots block the districts like benign tumors. Many homes are directly next to each other with small pockets of similar architecture popping up or as you venture around the district. Various merchants harangue you, but cursory glances at their wares show nothing of major value. Most have nothing more than produce, tools, and gear of shoddy craftsmanship. And most stalls are no longer than a couple of feet long and a canopy to break the sun. However, as Joe shows you your way, you notice Joe walking directly up to a stall that is interesting. One with gear absolutely falling out of it, pauldron strapped to its roof, chest plates hanging from the supports, jousting lances leaning against its back wall. Standing on a rather large stool, in its center is a dwarf, right below a sign that reads Shitty Schmitty Schmithy.
Schmitty, my man.
Ah, Joe! This must be your... Wow!
This is the lizard folk friend I was talking about. This guy.
Lizard
Wait,
folk.
what was your race again?
He's a gnoll.
No, I'm a no Flint. Akira's looking at
This is
you
the-
like you're a madman.
This is the Knoll guy I was talking about.
Did he poke your head with the iron?
He stabbed me a lot with that iron.
Do I need to ask how... Are you okay? What happened?
Oh, just a few bumps and bruises. I'm fine. So I'm here to pick up the dagger, the rapier, and the studding to my leather armor. I have studded leather armor now.
Alrighty. He drags... He goes, I wasn't supposed to bring this to the... out to the district, but he fishes around in a chest behind him and pulls out the 3 things. He goes, here you go. And if you don't mind, Mr. He says as he's looking directly at Akir, your blades, I've only seen the like in manuscripts. Those are the northwestern Khopesh, correct?
Yes. It is an older Skopesh.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I've not been able
Typically
to.
of the center clans, Skopesh.
Is it
You
different
can
based
tell
on the
by the hook.
location?
Yes. The outer clans, Skopeshes, are more, well, they're more light, I would say. These are more heavy.
So
And they are hooked.
better for dealing with cavalry.
Cavalry and armor.
Interesting. I'm.
If you would like, I could let you hold one of them.
He goes, no, I'm interested in what caused the exact differences. This is I assume in the desert your people don't wear much armor. It must be too hot to be
No, armor is quite often used, especially in times of siege warfare.
And how about plates, leather? I assume it's a mix of.
Generally, the outraiding tribes that would attack my folk would wear whatever they can find. Be plates, whatever, beast of wars. Generally, I've even seen them use war beetles.
War beetles, extraordinary.
And my people were known for metallurgy and farming.
Metallurgy. War beetles. I wonder how much it would cost to. How much could I charge for armoring up a war beetle? That would be quite an interesting. Is that the boy?
It's him! I saw him launch Monster Hunter World on fucking Steam or Wilds.
Break me free of these shackles.
As you're talking to Smithy, you see, or Schmitty, you see Meejo jauntily walking around town. Quick rundown: you were brought down into an interrogator's realm and then immediately released, and they have profusely apologized for arresting a member of the order.
Oh, it's all right.
Meanwhile,
Meejo, here's the dagger.
Water under the breach.
Joe passes you the dagger he ordered last session.
Oh, thank you. Is that just like +1 dagger or a regular dagger?
It's the way the dagger works is be a 1d5. It's not exactly a +1, but it's got better damage potential. I know.
What about that rapier from him?
It is
Same
also +1 to the dice. I don't want to just do a +1 because it's a +1 rapier, which is a little hokey. So I think it'll be a D9, and I know these aren't actual dice. The one upside to playing internet D&D, you can just have some stupid dice rolls in there.
Can't wait to enchant the same blades we're going to have throughout the entire campaign so that they become D11s.
Ha ha. Smitty goes, interesting. I will have to. You'll turn on my shop sometime when I'm not here in the market.
Ooh,
I'd like to see.
speaking of which, I wonder. No, they're not dull. They never get dull. But the grapes are getting a little bit worn. Could you perhaps take a look at them?
Yes. If you'd come down to my stall sometime. I only have a merchant's license up here for the next 2 days, so I'll be topside. I only do work when I go down there. The only reason these got done so quick is that they were already forged and they only needed a little quick sharpen, so I did a little quick chalk downstairs. Anyway, I appreciate the work.
Understood.
And the interest.
Not
And
at
what
all.
is your name, my friend?
I'm Schmitty.
Nice to meet you, Schmitty.
He's like the best blacksmith I've ever met.
I'm surprised you didn't make a comment on my armor.
He
Akira
looks
makes
up
a gesture towards the metal cased bones.
He looks up and he goes, "It's good craftsmanship. There's some things that it may need some maintenance here soon. There's a little bit of wear here and there, but I don't think I am able to comment on the condition of metal casted bones. I'm not something of an expert. That seems more of a maybe a goblin might know about that. No, goblins don't do that very often.
No, unfortunately, I might have to work on that one myself.
I'd be interested in working on your armor, but I don't quite know how we would go about this. How do you repair casted metal without adding more? I assume you don't want it to be burdensome.
No. There are methods and ways.
Perhaps.
No,
Maybe one of
I'm
the senior
certainly no
blacksmiths
smith
knows.
myself. I am a warrior at trade.
Well, maybe one of the senior blacksmiths down on the Undercity knows, but I'd have to go and ask him, and I'm not quite like the best reputation down there. They don't like me. Interesting.
I'm sure that my celestial swords can get me in just fine.
Yes. He looks you up and down and goes, I don't mean to be, well, rude, but
Yes.
I believe people are quite scared to come here with you here.
Ah, yes, I
You
see.
do quite
Well, at
you do
least-
strike quite the imposing figure.
Yes, the armor's doing its trick.
It does do quite the way. I will, like I said, after this week, I'll be underground for perhaps a month. I need to get my inventory back. I've sold quite a lot, actually, despite, as he says that, one of the pauldrons falls off his hand. He goes, despite the amount I have, I do need to replenish my stock very soon.
I see. Well, I will not hold you any longer. It was nice to meet you, friend.
It was good to meet you, too.
All right, did you get all you wanted, Joe?
Yep, I've gathered everything. Thanks again, Schmitty.
All right, let's take our leave. We don't want to ruin his business for him. Come on.
All
I
right.
saw a good spot around that fountain back there.
So, as you were walking back, you hear someone basically yelling almost so quickly to try and get people's attention that you can't hear what they're saying. What you make out in between the bursts of words is selling and magical and gear.
I like the sound of magical.
Good
Most
check-in.
of these are scams, though, are they not?
Yeah, a good lot of them are.
We did
So-
come across one before.
Okay. Look, I'm trying to get my bearings here and understand what happened to you two and share some important info that we might have a problem with.
We should probably go outside the city walls and talk about that.
Okay. Fine, we go to the magic shop first then.
As you get closer, you hear, "Come, get your strange majesties. Old Black always knows what you need." And as you look around, you see a stand just above eye level for Joe and, or just below eye level for Joe, or the top, my bad. The top of the stand is just above Joe's eye level. Akir has to actively look down to see it, and Meejo has to look down a little bit has to
Also-
duck down a little bit to not be hitting the top of it.
Mason, continuity error. I'm only 6 feet.
Wait, you're only
I
6
forgot.
feet, my bad. I thought you were
Fuck.
taller. Okay, so it's slightly above Joe's eye level and at eye level for Akir.
I'm just a little bit under 7 feet. Looks at the paper. 6 feet exactly.
However, on display on a small table in the center of it is a weird mix of goods. It has a lance, a few amulets, just some shirts, seemingly normal shirts, and one mail shirt, and cloaks. The man yelling and harassing everyone, staffing the stand, is a little ratfolk who keeps twitching as if he's moments away from a cardiac arrest or a stroke. His eyes darting around as if he's expecting to run away at any moment. You three! You must be interested, yes?
Yeah,
Atticus,
yeah,
who the hell
we're
is
pretty
this guy?
interested.
Atticus looks up and goes, I have no idea who this is.
Do you want to take this speaking so he doesn't die of a heart attack?
No, in fact, I'm gonna wait by the fountain. This is
Okay.
We'll look to
embarrassing.
it.
Yes, you must be adventurers. Yes. Would you like this lance? When you go outside, creatures like such as squirrels and birds, they'll flock to you and sing songs. It's quite useful to make distractions. Or this clothes that it'll always let you know where the nearest beer is. Or this, you'll be smarter at finding things when you're searching for things lost in the swamps of Kyotolia.
Wait,
Akir's eyes are going
last
to dart
one?
upon hearing close that alert to nearest beer, making sure Atticus wasn't listening.
Atticus is not nearby.
Oh,
He goes,
goodness.
or this this whistle that can only be used a couple of times. It allows you to speak
What
with
does it
animals
do?
whenever you want.
What
Or
about those amulets?
the
How
amulet?
much will that run you for?
That'll be 100 gold, but you'll always be able to have an advantage when searching for items in the swamps. Any item that's been lost. I've tested it. It includes things that you didn't lose.
Wait. That's how much the whistle is, or the amulet?
The amulet's 100.
Okay. And how much is the whistle?
40 gold pieces. I've already used it once to make sure it works, but there's 4 more charges.
How many charges did it start with?
5.
Ooh. Meejo, do you think that's worth the price?
I can't afford it.
Deer's
Well,
gonna like slightly just whisper in Joe's ear. Try not to give him a heart attack, okay?
You guys did get paid after the archaeology guild thing.
Right. I
Yeah.
should have. I have 106 gold.
You
However,
got
Kira's
have-
not
you were
interested.
given 200 gold.
Each.
No, total.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think any of you added the gold to your inventories.
No. Hold on,
Oh
wait.
wait, did I sell those vases finally?
Yes, you sold one and donated the other for dibs on any future relics after they have time to make a copy.
Awesome. I can take that out of my inventory. I forgot to do that.
God damn it. He goes, or this figurine, as long as you have it on you, you'll know exactly how far underground you are and the direction of the nearest way out. Even if you shouldn't know about it at all.
Man, I want to get all of these.
I
Well,
don't want to buy
Meejo.
a single one.
Oh, he looks up and he
Meejo
goes,
looked pretty interested in the whistle, so
Ye-
Joe's gonna ask about lowering the price on the whistle.
he goes, well, I understand it may not be the most useful thing, but enchanted items are quite hard to get your hands on. I had to go fight a goblin barehanded for it, and he was naked.
Ooh, that reminds me of that one time I had to wrestle with a couple of goblins. They threw me into the goblin pit. Bandit group grabbed me. They threw me in the goblin pit, right? And they said I had to fight for my way out. I had to persuade the goblin to play dead for long
Is
enough
this
for me
the
to get
beginning
away.
of a bad love story?
No, the goblin got like
ChatGPT.
immediately crushed with a rock.
Quick chat.
But I got away.
GPT generated love story about Joe fighting a goblin and then making sweet, passionate love and then dying via boulder. Someone generate it now.
Well, 40 is a bit much for an already used magical item with limited use. I'm willing to go 31.
Roll persuasion.
All right.
He looks at you and goes, "I'll go 38. No lower."
38. I like lean over to Meejo like, hey Meejo, we recently got paid for that one job. You should have like, what's 200 divided by? How do we split up 200 by the way?
Everybody gets 66.66.
So everyone
So,
gets 66 and then one
66
person gets
gold.
67.
Or, well, I put in
Uh,
6 silver and 6 copper.
I mean, I'm trying not to deal with copper and silver conversion rates.
I see.
Just take one off my account. What was it? Just give those two a little bit more, and I'll just take a little bit less.
how much is that? Because
I guess
I'm bad at math.
67 gold.
Okay. Fuck, I'm bad at math. I hate math.
so. As he's doing this, he goes, "But you didn't let me finish." He holds up this mace that is just covered in runes. He goes, "This mace gets stronger whenever you cast a spell near it. If you're holding it and you cast a spell, it'll be stronger. Or this little shirt, it'll make you feel like you're stronger. It's almost as if your spiritual constitution increases. Or he pulls up trousers that have a like third leg sewn into them. He goes, these are the pants of the Hydra. They'll make you move faster than I can talk."
You know what? I'll take the 3-legged pants.
That'll be
what?
200 gold pieces.
Ooh. And you say this makes you move faster?
Yes, for some humans, it doubles how fast they run.
Meejo,
Are these items legitimate?
So I was gonna ask Meejo to check it. He's the wizard.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cast Identify on the whole fucking, like, cart?
Given the usual time, I would only really have time for the like a detect magic to like get multiple, because identify is only one item per.
Okay. Okay, the lance, the one that he said causes animals to flock to you and sing. The clothing that detects beer, the item that has advantage on perception, and the whistle all have, oh, and the figurine that he said will tell you how deep you are underground. They all have there's not a lot of magic on them, but it's enough that you're pretty confident they're at least enchanted, and it's not unreasonable for the enchantment to be what he's saying. The mace also has a good amount of power in it, but you can... Oh, wait, you casted a spell, right? Okay. As soon as you cast the spell, the mace seems to exude magical power. The shirt it's like he's holding up a lantern, and the pants might as well be a small fire.
Well, Meejo?
I mean, they're magical. Yep. They probably work.
Olbeck is always the best.
Well, on account I only have 2 legs, and there's 3 holes in that pants. That might not fit us very well.
If you
But I'd
cut
be
off
willing to-
the third leg, then it'll grow into 2 more. It originally only had 1 leg, and I cut it out, and then 2 came, and I cut 1 more, and 3 more came out.
It could be good
Oh.
if you have a tail.
I am not
Oh,
wearing that.
Oh, he's not wearing it. And you said this totem here, or amulet, or whatever this is supposed to tell us how far we are from underground and how to get out, even though we shouldn't know the knowledge of getting out?
You'll always know exactly how far underground you are in leagues. And you'll always know the way out. Unless there's not one, and then you're kind of fucked.
How much is this?
40 gold pieces.
40 gold pieces? I'll buy it. This is worth it. I give him the 40 gold pieces.
He smiles and
what
goes,
is this
thank
object?
you.
What is this object? It's
It's called the bronze figurine of the Delver. I will put this in your notes real quick.
So do I just hold on to this to activate it, or do I need to like...
If you hold it in your hand, you'll know.
All right.
Well, is there anything you'd like? Else you'd like? My bad.
Meejo, are you still invested in that whistle? He's willing to give us it for 38 coin.
Yeah,
Meejo?
I'm in.
Yeah.
38 coins for you.
Woohoo! Let me go ahead and put this. Meejo's journal. And then it shouldn't say D4, it should just say 4 charges because I rolled a 4 when I fucking put the item in the game.
So it's like 4 scrolls.
Yes.
Putting it in my sheet.
The rat folk twitched around and goes, where'd your friend go?
Which one?
The one of my people.
He was
fuck.
embarrassed by you.
I like turn around like, wait, do you know where he went?
Yes, the fountain.
I look over at the fountain. Is he there?
Yeah, he's just sitting there looking at all of you, looking just viciously upset.
Okay. I like let us sigh relief. Like, oh, thought he ran away to a bar again.
Ooh,
No,
you sure you don't want to buy him this shirt? It could be great for him.
You know what? I'll buy that shirt so he
No.
doesn't get it.
Good.
It's 80 gold
Yes.
pieces.
80 gold
80 gold
pieces.
pieces.
Akir.
Buying
This is for the
that?
greater good. Can we?
I can't even get drunk. You know, it's best he doesn't know about it. If you tell him, I'll kill you.
No. If he comes down the stall, and I know damn well he did because we sat here for a long time now, and he's not a dumb guy. He's gonna buy this shirt.
No, he
We
isn't.
have to split. We have
I
to
have
split the
faith that
cost on
Atticus
this.
is going to be thoroughly embarrassed by him enough.
You just put down 30. I'll put down the rest.
No.
And then.
I am walking away. I am done with this stall.
I fold the shirt neatly and I put it down where it was. I was like, if that rat folk over there comes around, please don't sell this shirt to him. He has a problem that we're trying to help him with.
Got it. It sounds like he's a prick.
He's massive. Thank you.
Just a full stop, turns around, walks up to a stall, leans down on the little rat folk.
Oh,
He's part of the reason why their city isn't caught on fire.
Woo.
Then proceeds to turn around and walk away.
He proceeds to go back to screaming like an idiot.
All right. And then we walk away.
That was the dumbest collection of items I've ever seen.
I've seen
You
worse.
know, it couldn't be as bad as a talking wrench.
Or the rock.
Don't attack
Or
Sir
this coin that always
Wrenchington.
lands on tail. I got this coin that always lands on tails.
How does that... You know what? I assume it's for cheating at gambling.
Well, yeah, if we flip the coin, it always lands on heads. Yeah, it always lands on heads.
Anyway, as you guys walk up to Atticus, he just looks at me and goes, I cannot believe you didn't immediately walk past that stall.
I didn't buy a single thing, but they seemed interested.
There's some good stuff in there.
Bargain bin stuff worth maybe 5 gold at best.
Magical trinkets that do minor stuff like that are always worth it.
And this
I'd like
figure
to have
here.
I'd like to have a collection one, but I need more
Ooh.
gold.
I mean, we do work with the Archaeologist Guild. I'm sure that somewhere we're going to get a nice number of these things eventually, but as we were saying, you wanted to tell them about something, Akira?
Maybe it's best if we walk outside the city's walls, and maybe go visit the village to say that instead.
And we could always just go back to the hideout anyway.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
fair.
that works, but while we're walking, you two can fill me in on what the hell happened.
Oh,
Well,
as
Meejo?
you stand up, Atticus smiles and goes, oh, by the way, Sam, there's sound dampening runes in the wall.
Good.
I don't know what.
Good.
I don't know
Recordings.
exactly why Sam did it. I'm hoping it's for privacy, but something tells me
Smart.
that the spare room isn't just for administrative purposes.
Well,
Uh,
spare room it is.
Oh
alright,
no, the
come
whole
on,
house. The whole house is sound dampened.
Oh, the whole house. Then our rooms it is.
Come on, you two. And actually, could we go around this Golden Stone district? I don't like the people poking and prodding me.
They keep like staring at you.
Yes, they do.
Like when we came through with Meejo, the only one they were staring at was Meejo. It's like I wasn't even here.
Sometimes this is a good thing, Joe.
It's what we call one conspicuous man in an auspicious group.
This is fair.
Oh, Meejo should be at full health.
Oh, I see.
And-
Just
Okay, you two. What the fuck happened last night?
Well, we went on a job to hunt down. Well, I mean, guard a certain area, hunt down a lead that we got from, well, a torture victim of Joel there. And, well, we found him. And he didn't take to us trying to, well, take him down all too well.
We tried to detain him.
He blew up, is what I understand happened.
He blew himself up, yeah.
Okay.
Took out an entire poor family's.
And what is going on in that area that they want us to help them with?
Well, there's probably going to be another terrorist attack in that general area.
A terrorist attack. What is a terrorist attack?
It's when a group of people go, I really don't like everyone else, and they decide they just want to do a bunch of attacks on citizens and whatnot. It's a problem in bigger
So-
cities than it is littler.
A murderous rampage.
Effectively, it's a unholy crusade of sorts, but mostly done by bandits, I feel.
I see. And the guards haven't caught wind of this. Why?
Because this is like a super organized thing. There is probably inside men in the guard group, and they are definitely coordinating this.
I see. So there is a lack of loyalty to the city amongst the
Ah.
guards.
Possibly. It's either that or they're really good at sneaking in, and they have something with a thieves guild or something along those lines going on.
So this is more of a mismanagement on the government's part.
Could be. Could also be many other things. Until we figure out what specifically, or see what is specifically doing all this, or who is involved, we won't actually know, because it could be anything.
I see.
It could
All
also
right.
be just a wizard with teleport.
There
Those
we
things
are.
are scary.
Nah. Not so scary when you blow on them. No offense, Meejo.
It's fair.
But
You said a blue moon guy came by?
yes, the same guy that we agreed to help with the sick. One of those fools that does good but is taken advantage of in your eyes.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And
I figure
the
he's
one we
probably trying
talked to, the one that you pointed your sword at.
The one I picture, he probably said I wasn't trustworthy. And that's why you asked?
Yes. He did say you were not trustworthy, but I told him bluntly. I do have no reason not to trust you, and I do not think you are whatever he was insinuating. He was
What was he
insinuating you were
insinuating?
something other than human.
Is that why you asked if I was a great destroyer?
Yes. I asked for it humorously, of course. I wasn't being serious. You don't look like a great destroyer. Nor do you
Oh,
have a want to destroy.
Not
You have a
really.
want for revenge, but that is normal for those who have someone taken from them before their time.
Yeah.
I think, though, what he said about a second person could be a possibility, but I wouldn't know the chances more than you would. And you don't seem to really. That didn't even seem to be a thought to you, so it's probably just nothing but fear mongering on his end. To put it bluntly.
I gotta feel like his boss is more keenly aware of my actions than I thought at first. And if
Yeah,
that's
that
the
could be
case,
true.
it's probably gonna get real annoying real fast with those guys.
I guess so, but hopefully we don't have to kill the good ones.
Yeah. By the way, who like to
Okay.
let everyone know my name? I thought we agreed not to share my name in the city.
Oh, did I?
Oh,
I
oh no.
Did I agree? Did I say your name?
It was early in the morning. I don't think you said my last name. You only said the first name, and
No,
I don't remember Meejo saying
only.
my last name.
Yeah, I've only said your first name.
How does he know my last name?
I don't think he said your last name. He didn't say any of your name. Did he? Hold on, Akis, did he say
He
his
said,
last name?
yeah, first introduction. He said my last name.
He did say your last name. He did say Badguy.
That is actually a good realization.
As
You are
you're
far more known than you think.
as you're having this meeting, Josh walks in and goes, "Hey, I thought the house would be empty. How's it going, guys?"
Oh God, are you bringing someone home?
He leans and goes, "Hey, don't put it like that. She's a nice lady." And over
Okay,
his
well, you
shoulder,
can-
you see a woman who's clearly another mercenary with braided blonde hair and an axe still slung over her back. She's like, "Oh, I can go away. Like, I don't. I mean, or
No,
we
we
just
were
go
just
back to the
about to leave.
campsite."
We were just about to leave.
At that point, Josh raises an eyebrow and goes, "I'm going back to the campsite. Never mind, you guys are free. Bye," and walks back out the door.
Good, because we couldn't leave yet. So, boys, you know how I just wandered off last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having another vision.
Of what?
Well, we were at a siege at some kind of fort, and I was being constantly told we have to take the walls. We cannot let them keep this fort. That our opponents were well prepared. They had gunpowder, they had cannons, or black powder, whatever you call it. And there was a bloody toll. I knew names of people I'd never met. A dark elf named Sithri?
No,
Whoa.
you've met
Talked about
her.
having a drink.
No, this character didn't meet Sithri.
Well,
No,
he
here-
went. He. No, I'm talking as Akis. He goes, "No, you met her. She was in the tavern. I don't think you spoke to her though. I don't know why you know her name."
Well,
How did you know
apparently I know
Sithri?
her name. I mean, Josh was there too. He was part of my crew as we were sieging the walls. You two were in a different group, so I didn't see you.
Wait, what was Sithri doing there?
She was fighting with me, side by side. We were taking the walls. I was given the honor of first man on the walls. They had bombs and cannons, and there was an admiral, a woman with a mace of some kind. That was magical.
Did you
Wait.
get any clue of like a calendar?
She had an admiral's outfit. She was well coordinated, a good commander in defense. I killed her quickly. But
That
won't
mace.
lie, it was close.
Was it the same one we saw at the stall?
No. No, definitely not. This one was tied to a god, I felt. And believe me, I felt it. Not too badly, though. She was kind of weak at the strike after I unleashed fully into her. But the thing is that concerns me the most about this vision is not the fighting, not the bloodshed, but that it was clear we were multiple mercenary companies. There was a priest of the Snake Men. There was a dwarf of, I believe, the Cult tribe. And that we were fighting against Pyranians. Now, Joe, I know you do not believe in prophecies or visions, but I've had this a second time now.
Same exact
Something's
one, same
going on.
details?
We all had the same one with minor details different, and now I'm having another. And this dream was fluid, Joe. There were parts where I'd black out, but when I felt pain, I felt pain.
Could you describe that mace? You said it was probably from a god. Maybe we could identify.
Akira goes into full describing the mace.
So it looked just like a normal hammer, but as soon as it struck, it lit on fire, and your skin began to die around wherever it hit.
In a weird way, it kind of killed the part of me that it hit, but luckily it wasn't a strong blow, so the damage was minor. But I could feel a vitriol, or hatred, emanating from it as it contacted upon my skin. It was made to kill people like me.
Ooh.
Could I make a religion check?
Yes.
It comes. Let's see.
Actually, it'd be Arcana for you.
Oh, that's even better.
It's...
You
I
have
didn't
heard,
catch her name, I just killed her instantly. I should have asked for her name.
You heard of Pyrania having weapons that do similar things, but they're usually swords or spears. This is the first time you've ever heard of a hammer or a mace having what is in all intents and purposes an experimental enchantment on it.
Pyrania is mostly known for piercing and slashing weapons, not so much the bludgeoning and hammering. That's a
Well, that's what she had, and I definitely remember how it looked vividly. I also remember she did have a silver rapier.
How did the dream end?
The dream ended after I killed her, opened the gates for the main assault to break their way through. And I jumped out of the tower, making my way towards the second one because Sithri caught the tower on fire with explosive bolts from her crossbows.
Hmm.
I remember a lizard man by my side too, with a shield. He had lost his arm, and I also remember a human with a greatsword, and some form of human priest that healed me. And that was the main crew, along with a dwarf named Pebble and a human. What was the human's name?
Vilheim.
A human named Vilheim, and they were what is the wind goddess's soldiers called?
Storm rulers.
Storm rulers. Yes, they were storm rulers, and they knew
Oh.
me. Everybody knew me. I was recommended to lead upon a siege
You think
as the first man on the wall. It was vivid.
That's a lot of vivid detail with a lot of context we don't have.
I killed 48 men.
And
that
just,
is
It's even more specific detail.
I even had to resort to biting one of their throats out.
I don't think that's just a prophecy. I think that's actually future sight.
If that's the case, maybe I'm being shown this for a reason, is what I assumed. So I was hoping that with luck, we could talk to Sam and maybe talk to one of the head people who leads these armies, all these people from my visions. Though I was told the Shaka is the commander-in-chief, but if we could get an audience with him, maybe he'd be receptive.
I do like the idea of getting it up the chain, but will they really
That would
accept
be a
word of mouth for that sort of thing?
I don't know. I've been told the Shock is a man of God, so I think he might listen. I mean, I am also a man of the gods.
Hold
as
on.
you guys are talking, the office door swings open,
Er,
and Sam walks out and immediately kind of jumps like, "Holy God! I
Oh.
may have made those runes a little too strong."
Damn it, Sam! I needed to talk to you, and I just said everything I wanted to say. You literally missed what I needed. Okay, here's going to give him a rundown right now without giving him a second to recollect himself of what he saw in his vision.
It takes him a second to compose himself, but he walks forward and listens and has his hand on his chin. He goes, Did
Something bad is coming.
And you said I wasn't on the walls with you?
No, it was Josh who was with me.
Is he here?
He was with a lady. He's gone now.
Okay,
Back to
that's
Ottercamp.
entirely normal. He volunteered to go up the walls with you.
Yes.
He volunteered, and
Yes.
I didn't, and neither did Thomas.
They said you are not allowed for some reason.
Oh, this boat's ill. This boat's really ill. This is
And
bad.
the others, it was the big guy and another were sent to guard you.
That would be Steele and Tom. They would be the two who had assumed to go up the walls with you. Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! No!
And
no!
then
No!
the others were with another group, and these two were not with me. I was by myself. Atticus was not allowed to volunteer either.
Yeah, that makes sense. He looks down and he goes, I don't know what you are, but something tells me, And Atticus just shrugs and goes, none taken. And Sam immediately looks up and goes, but
They had black powder and they were Pyranians.
yeah, that sounds about right. I've been... Did... The dwarf, you didn't hear his name, I take it?
The dwarf? Which one, the commander or the windrunner?
Well, we're all aware of the... Actually, that's a good point.
Because the windrunner champion was named Pebble?
the
And then there was Wilhelm the human. With his one arm.
captain of the guard?
They both knew me, too.
He
was
wasn't...
the weird thing.
Okay, this is bad. He didn't use the bow, did he?
He did.
Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad.
He was one-armed.
Yeah, that's Wilhelm. Oh, no. And you said again I was forbidden from taking part in the initial siege?
I believe there was a mention of you being wounded.
This is bad.
Yes.
I will be frank and short. Pyrania. He looks around and he like looks at all of the doors and makes sure they're closed before he goes. Pyrania. It's assumed that they're building up to do another war with Yotolia. I'm assuming what you saw
I could
was...
surmise that from my first vision, where I was literally on death's legs, fighting a final battle in this city.
Yes, I
We all
assume
share it.
I assume this is some kind of warning. I am not sure what the common denominator is, but we need to...
Also, there was a lady with a mace that hated me especially.
Oh, lovely! The fucking order's involved. Oh, I'm gonna have
She
a
had the
field day.
silver rapier and she was dressed up like an admiral.
He goes, did I at least... did I at least have a sword that was on fire? I don't know if you saw me.
You were not there. Josh Elver was surrounded by a bunch of peasants, but the men on the walls were well organized. It was a tough battle to cleave through all of them, but I got through it nonetheless.
I'm still concerned that Josh was on the ground fighting and you said he pulled out...
I made sure that 2 men were with him to ensure his survival.
From what I saw in my vision back when we first entered the city, anyway, I was atop a kind of like a massive structure, looking down at all the destruction.
The temple in the center, right?
It could have been the temple. I didn't have that much detail.
At this rate, I've had 2 visions now. We need to talk to somebody about this. This is a warning, no doubt.
That's fair.
He looks at me and goes, the only problem is that you are plagued by a blood god, so we're kind of at that downside.
No, I am not plagued by a blood god. What do you mean? No blood god here. How the fuck did you... Well, you're here someone poke close. How the fuck did you find out?
You know, when you're having a... We'll talk about this later.
Not many people are supposed to know about that. Only Atticus. And I...
We'll talk later.
Do not say it out loud again.
Fine. My bad. But besides the point that your the thing is probably showing you distorted views of the future, the fact that all 3 of you... Joe, what did you see since we're now here?
Well, in mine, I was standing on I was away from the city, on a shore, looking down at my wife's body. She had a warped smile on her lips. I set her down. I had a moment of weakness. I cried, and then I walked away into the forest with her corpse. I saw a twisted necromancer's head on a black pike. I ripped it from the ground.
Well, it sounds like yours is the least bleak, I guess.
Oh, then I should probably say mine that I had when we first got here. Because I've had 2.
You have a black pike?
No.
Oh, you're talking about your prophecies.
My first vision, yes. Because I do not think Sam is informed.
Oh, there's more.
Based on some theories I've read before, if these are the future we're being shown, then whatever events we're being shown is just definite, like going to happen, and cannot be altered.
That or
But that's
something
just a
is
theory.
sending us these images. It could very well be someone ahead of our time trying to warn us.
Yeah,
Or manipulate us.
I mean...
Or manipulate. This is true, but who has the power to do that in this?
I don't know why they wouldn't directly be interfering. I mean, you guys haven't had anyone inexplicably work with you, I assume. Please inform me if things like that happen.
And for my first vision, the city was afire. I had shut Atticus in the keep at the very center of this city and fought to the last.
That makes sense. The entire... that structure...
My mother embracing me, who I never loved.
Well, that's an ill omen. That's usually a sign of absolute death. Anyway, before anything else, Joe, how old is your understanding of the theory of like gods and divinity?
My wife was super into it. Like, she would go through the whole thing. She'd spend long nights just talking about it. I'd tell her to just focus on eating, but she'd just keep talking. Sometimes I'd read some of her studies. Sometimes
She must not have
she'd
had
tell me some of
up-to-date
the things.
information. No, gods are only able to see so much, and the more they intervene, the less accurate what they see is, or in some cases, the less they can see. So, if these visions are being shown to us all by the same you all by the same gods, then whatever is doing it is making it harder for themselves. This is interesting.
But if they're doing it multiple times, they're desperate.
Maybe.
Think you'd be doing something with necromancers?
Well, I heard down the grapevine, and the man who was relaxing here when I came in, that you're working with the Blue Moon Pact, and according to you, they're led by a big necromancer who killed your wife, so...
Yep.
Yup.
Did the head match the guy you faced before, Joe?
Which guy?
The one who killed your wife. You said there was a head on the pike in your vision, a necromancer's head. Could it have been him?
I didn't. Did I get a clear look at the face? Yes, it actually was his head.
Hmm.
Well, it sounds like
At least there's one good thing that happened in our visions.
Not necessarily. If
Can't really say that's
Pyrania
a good
wins,
thing.
necromancers would be quite a useful thing to have to at least deal with them later, but I'm just more upset that you didn't get to catch a glimpse at me in your vision, Akir. No,
Well,
no
I'm
offense. I had questions and I needed them answered, and
If it makes you feel any better, Josh was fighting quite well.
That's what's scary.
Before he was being mobbed by people. But I sent 2 men to go assist him and keep him alive.
Well,
He was still fighting.
Josh is one of our chevaliers. He's not. He usually fights on horseback. I don't know why he would. Something had to happen.
Either that or the situation entirely was desperate. I can tell you that.
From what I saw in mine, I can tell you right now, not even divine intervention could have stopped what I saw.
Oh, fantastic. We're just all doomed.
Doomed? Maybe, but there's always a chance.
I think this is the spur to nip it in the bud in Pyrania. Or at least build up enough of defense that, I don't know, escape?
That, or maybe the visions are being sent to us because whatever is sending us them believes we're the best shot at avoiding it, or at all changing it to the point where we can pull through.
Oh, that's just plain wrong. None of the other Panthers have gotten the vision. He looks at me as, no offense, but, well, Steel can throw logs. Thomas is an accomplished fighter.
I'm fought through several wars.
Yes, I understand, and Meejo is also a member of the Order, but...
I've killed hundreds of people.
Sam just
and I have commanded armies.
Yes, but this isn't setting right. Why
specifically us 3? I mean,
it might...
no offense to you guys. You guys are literal powerhouses. I'm just a bard.
Even
on a quest for revenge.
Power of your word, Joel. I think you're underestimating the whole.
I agree with this statement, Meejo. He's quite capable.
Apparently, even Josh is good in a fight. That's a new one. Oh,
I won't say you can. Well, I mean, you're okay with your shatters and such, and you've got plenty of room to grow. But you could
You're
be
not a bad fighter. You just need to take the aggression.
I'd say with your current skill, you walk into the right place, you could find yourself the lord of a nation at this point.
I don't know about that.
No, I could sadly see it.
You'd want something like that, but...
Well, boys, I have to go back out of the city. We're doing... I finally have Durs back under my command, so I'm gonna go run a scouting mission. You all three have signed the volunteer waiver, I assume, for the mission at the end of the month.
Yes, and that's what I'm
Mhm.
concerned about. Because what if this is not just a normal pirate raid?
If it gets so bad that I have to enlist the aid of the fucking cults, which I'm none of you have worked with them. I'm going to tell
Wait,
you
what's
right
the
now.
cults?
Cult, COLT, like the horse. They are
Not just the cults,
Oh,
mind
the
you, but
cult.
also the snake tribe,
no the. Oh my
the
gosh,
serpent men.
you described one of their high priests.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They both seem to like me, at the very least.
I imagine you're going to be quite distinguished in a war. You are, well, I don't know how much they know about your people, but
Well, not many know about my specific people, but they know knows.
well,
Mason.
I can tell you as a matter of a fact that the humans at the very least teach us to be afraid of Flynn's.
Yes, they good. You should be.
Yes. So
There's only 200 of us at the time.
the free humans will know what you are, or at least have a suspicion of it.
Hmm.
And my bad, you were saying something, Ronnie?
Um, kind of a late thing here, but what is Meejo's understanding of Pyrania's control of black powder? Are they like the main suppliers of it in the world? Or
No, they're pretty backwards when it comes to technology normally. This is the adoption of this is very out of your understanding. And also you have Strudel. So if you would I meant to mention this a million times and I keep forgetting. If you ever want to, you can send Strudel and request information from the order.
Sam, you know what? I want to speak to you personally too.
Well,
There's one detail I left out. Come.
we,
I would send Strudel to get at least like a read of Pyrania's current setup, how they're looking military wise, like what kind of weaponry they're toting around. If they're toting around guns, that implies that they're either beginning to make them or like they're starting to take them from other places. And I've got a damn good feeling they are at least tangentially related to these black powder plots around town.
if you just let me know the exact like what you're putting in the note, and I will get to it over the next week. And then I think the last thing we'll do is Akir and Joe or Sam, and then I need to hop off because it's getting late.
Right.
I'll start typing.
All right, so Sam opens the door and closes it, locking it. And as he locks it, you see a faint ward glow on the door, and he goes, "Okay, none can
Akira's
hear
going to
us."
sit down and he's going to see a shudder from Akira.
Is this?
Sam,
Is,
it was so bad, my god was nothing but a benefit.
oh,
He was united against them.
oh no.
And I don't know how you know about him. What else do you know about me?
Oh, he said hi to me. He quite hates me.
I see. Well, at least you don't know anything else. Anything else that you shouldn't.
Well, I know. He looks at the door and he goes, "I know enough. You he is not your god, you are his soldier."
By force.
Yes, I'm aware.
Did he tell you my name?
Oh, he didn't tell me anything. Well, I'll be frank, he called me a fire-burning scum and left me with a little bit of a headache, but I am aware of his situation.
But if he's involved in United, Sam, things are bad.
Yes.
Very bad.
If I was kept
We
from
need
the
to
front
talk
lines,
to
we'd have problems.
whoever it is. We need to somehow speak to whoever.
Well, I have
Can-
good news. This pirate raid will take care of the roses and their thorns are the main problem outside of the the Glass Sea, and it's I was told by Durs that you encountered a few of the anomalies.
Would that get us an audience with the ruler of this place?
Oh, wow, that's a lot. Probably not. We will have a name. I might be able to swing an audience with an ambassador or some kind of diplomat or like a low level. I don't know what their equivalent to general is. War leader, war chief? But I'm not going to hold my breath about speaking personally to Shaka Hyoto.
He has to be informed. He's the ruler of the city. I see no one else we could go to speak to.
He's the goddamn god of time. Something tells me he already knows.
If so, why hasn't he talked to us? Does he know that we're getting these visions, or is he partially blinded?
Maybe one of the local gods is doing this. I don't mean to be short with you, but there's several things that could be happening, and all of them are uncannily bad.
This is bad.
Yes.
This is very bad.
But right now, I need to finish planning this. You have a mission with the Blue Moon Pact. Congratulations. Let me know how that goes. And then I was told that you're also working with the Archaeology Guild?
And the city guard. We have something tonight with them. The archaeology guild later.
If
And
you
then
would ever like
Blue Moon sooner.
if you would ever like help with any of the contracts, he looks down at a ledger and he goes, I can get Thomas or Colin. They're both going to be free at the time of the archaeology expedition.
That would be appreciated. Could we also get Josh?
Josh is going to... Okay, the door's locked. Josh is going to be recovering for about 2 months. He
fell off his horse.
He was stabbed and cursed. He's going to spend some time recovering.
Oh, God.
We're trying to get a priest for him, but the local priest won't dispel a major curse for us. That's part
If I
of
gain
why
enough notoriety, I'll see what I can do to help him as well.
I'll let you know, but part of the reason that this pirate raid is happening at the end of the month and not in 2 months after extensive planning and scouting is because we need our Chevalier back for another mission.
We might want to actually scout out early if we can.
That's what I'm doing. I'll come back with some plans.
Let us know. Maybe we can join you.
It'll be in 2 days. I assume you'll be gone for that.
All right. Best of luck, and if he talks to you anymore, do your best to ignore him. Do not give him the light of day. He should be dead.
He starts to chuckle and he goes, I'll tell you one day why this is funny. And he walks up and unlocks the door.
Okay. Well, let's get the rest, because tonight we have a job to do.
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll shoot you the list of mercenaries that you have met, by the way, Ryan, if you want to hire any help for this. I need to do another channel for just... Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to start being a little bit stricter with gear. Obviously, like the little trinkets you have are fine, but you're not gonna be able to walk around with 12 fucking swords on you without it being notedly goofy and having downsides. Right now, no one's really pushing that now that you've gotten rid of the vases and everything else.
Yeah.
But once you have more loot, I do have a... Where's the headquarters loot? You guys should all have access to this. Oh no, it didn't give you guys access. That's dumb. And you should all be able to edit it if there's anything you want to leave. Because, you know, if you fail, it's not always just going to be straight up you die. Sometimes you'll get taken prisoner and, you know, Losing some of your guys' expensive magical items would fucking suck. But I need to hop off because I'm getting at the edge of energy.
All right. Good night, dude.
Yeah, I'll see
Night.
y'all later.
See ya.
Yup. And thanks for everyone who's hopped in, who's listened, who's watching the VOD. I appreciate it. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever the hell. And if you're eating while watching this, you